sure is a big deal.
And E to the T.
E.T. is in the booth.
Rise and shine, Googans, go time on a Tuesday morning. It's a Catlin Truck Accessories Tuesday. Got a lot to get into today as we formally are introduced to our new head coach. Get some thoughts straight from the horse's mouth on what he's taking over, where he thinks it can go, how fast he thinks it can get there. Unfortunately, we got to hang an L early. E.T., good morning, friend.
Stop by say.
Yeah, I loved what Coen said yesterday. I appreciated his genuine enthusiasm. Pointing out his background makes me more optimistic about what he can accomplish here. He makes no bones about what this team is going to have to be about. That's Trevor Lawrence on getting him better, getting the offense better, the lines of scrimmage, the O-line, he said, has to be better. Yet, at the end of the day, the press conference is about that moment. It's about that moment, whether it's Adam Gase getting the crazy eyes with the Jets or, whatever the case may be. And our coach had his moment, something like this yesterday.
Duvall.
Yeah. Okay, couple things here. Duvall it's a rallying cry. It's a war cry. It's not a guess at an answer in charades. It comes from a part of your sports soul that you just won the Super Bowl. That you just got a sack on 4th and 4. That's where Duvall comes from. Not from... What? Yeah. No.
Duval.
Yeah, we know. What is it? Trick or treat? What? So, yeah. We got to work on that. ET, Coach probably listening. He goes in this morning. We got to get things going. Listen, this is a war cry, Coach, okay?
Come on, Coach.
We're going to give you a redo, all right? And next time you are in public, first thing I got to clean something up from the presser the other day. I want my guys to be all in. You got to be all in when you go Duval, or it's best not to leave your lips. ET, what does a Duval sound like, please?
Duval!
Touchdown, baby! Woo!
Duval.
Yeah, there we go. I'll give you a pass. I liked a lot of everything else that I heard. I'm as equally, if not more, optimistic about the hiring of Liam Coen after meeting him yesterday. A guy about to turn 40. He's learned from, a lot. That McVay tree now is impressive. You've got McVay, who is obviously the patriarch now at this point, who has won Super Bowls, or a Super Bowl. You got Kevin O'Connell of the Vikings, a terrific young coach. You've got Zach Taylor, who's done good things with the Bengals, taking them to a Super Bowl. You have Matt LaFleur of the Packers. That's a pretty good track record of those young offensive minds in it, and what Coen talked about yesterday was the culture that he really impacted by his time with the Rams. And I know he's bounced back and forth from between them and Kentucky. I thought he explained that pretty well, exactly what it meant. But people at both places talk wonderfully about him. So that's not like, a get while the getting's good. That's figuring out your chops as you advance your coaching career. That bounce back, you know what that did? You know how much that hurt him? He got that coordinator's job in Tampa where after just 1 year, he opened enough eyes to get an NFL head coaching job. So, yeah, I'm not going to quibble with what his career path was. Whatever decisions he made and what he thought would benefit him as a coach has landed him a head coaching job at 39. With glowing reports from the Sean McVays and Baker Mayfields and just about everyone that he's worked with. And I thought for the most part, commanded the press conference yesterday. Commanded it except for a fateful 2.5 seconds.
Duval.
Ooh, I'm the ghost of Duval.
His facial expression and everything, too.
Man, you got to commit to it, my man. You're going to ask for all-in commitment, so just be forewarned. That's turnover there. Yeah, that's a turnover. So we got to get that one down and get it right. Let's get into a little bit of what Liam Coen had to say, our head coach. It's a fascinating time. Look, Shad said one thing yesterday. We should be, this is what I've learned here this time. He was much more active. This is a time we should be, this is an exciting time. We're refreshed. We got a good team. I'm speaking for them. Look, this is not a 4-win team, and no one believes that, and I don't think we believe that, not after watching them lose 10 games by 1 score. So, I mean, first things first, it's the bottom line business. ET cut 15 from our press conference yesterday, cut 15 with Liam Coen and Shad Khan, who were together on stage. Here, cut 15 from Liam Coen on what do we do to end the madness.
It starts with communication. It starts with the alignment and communication at every level, right? Building, first and foremost, the best staff that we can build, because it's like I mentioned, it's about these guys. So how do we put the best coaches in place to help these players reach their full abilities? Okay, now with the front office, how do we continue to build there and get this thing fully in alignment so that then when we go into the offseason program, we're all on the same page. We all understand the vision and the goal. When I walked into the Los Angeles Rams building in 2018, I had never felt anything like that before in my life. It was a different introduction to coaching. And you saw a building, every single person that was in that building and a part of that thing was in alignment. And I think that's the key.
That is certainly something that has been lacking here. And the question was just, how do you turn this franchise into a consistent winner? And it goes beyond this year's draft or the salary cap. And I think that's the point there. All right, look, what you see is what you get. Liam Coen, you're inheriting a 4-13 team. What do you make of it?
I've mentioned this to the guys. This isn't a 4-win team. Yes, that is the record, but this is not a 4-win team. Okay, how do we go from winning games to not losing them? I think that's something we've got to address, and that is got to be in our veins, in our DNA, the culture of winning. I've learned it from the Los Angeles Rams and from a ton of other great organizations on how to go win football games. And so I think that's something that we have to start as a team, as a group, and show how we're going to go do it.
As for 16, the number 1 pick, the pressure mounts, so to speak, but I don't think this is anything unexpected for Trevor. When you're the number 1 pick, you have higher expectations. I don't think Trevor Lawrence is walking around just, butthurt because people are pointing out he's been average to this point. I think he and many around him, including Tony Baselli, who joined us yesterday, still believe Trevor Lawrence is a talent that can win a Super Bowl for a franchise, in this case, the Jaguars. But Liam Coen knows that as Trevor Lawrence goes, so will go this organization.
I was telling Trevor this the other day that I've watched him play, live as a freshman in high school. It was Buford High School against Cartersville. Excuse me. Sorry, I was in I was in Georgia, man. That's all I knew. And I was seeing this freshman in high school play the position at a high level, standing tall, making throws, delivering. And I walked out of there like, man, this is different. I had no idea who he was. And then you fast forward to now, right? How do we make Trevor Lawrence in this offense as dynamic and explosive as we can be, right? We've got to build it around him as well, right? We've got to make every part of this about improvement, and he will be a part of that process. He's earned that right. I cannot respect his toughness and mentality and work ethic more than I do already from afar, and this will all be about Trevor right now.
And that challenge will certainly be accepted by a quarterback who maybe now can have his mentor that he needs, and a guy who can instill that culture that he's talking about. And Trevor Lawrence is going to be given every opportunity here. He's going to be there. This is another trust tree planted by Shad Khan, and he's going to put a lot in Liam Coen. Every time we get a coach or a GM, they seem to take more and more power. At some point, you got to hire the right guys. Multiple players. You heard Liam Coen there. The correction that he got came from Trevor Lawrence himself. Trevor Lawrence, Tank Bigsby, Gabe Davis, Foye Luakin, Christian Kirk. among the players who were in attendance yesterday. So more from the presser, more now on coordinator talk, and an answer to a question yesterday I'm going to play for you when we come back that we can never get a straight shot from when it came to our former head coach. All this and more. We got other stuff percolating in the sports world. Brunch with the Tour today. We'll turn our attention to this week's tour stop. And, man, I'll remind you, we're just, 6 weeks out now from the players? I mean, it'll be barreling down on us fast. I thought the TGL, this new simulated golf league, put on its best show last night. I'll be interested to see if the numbers corresponded, if there any juice can start to mount up here about this endeavor, spearheaded by Tiger and Rory, who, oh, by the way, their teams matched up last night. We got basketball news. I'm not going to go deep in the association. I know there are fans out there, and I know you and I are big NBA fans. You're the Lakers. You got needs. Do you want Jimmy Butler on your team?
No.
Yeah. It's hard to say, man. This guy, he's unbelievable. He is being such a NFL receiver right now, dude.
Yes.
It's just ridiculous. Over and over, getting suspended. Just so counterproductive. It's just the opposite of team. I mean, just terrible. This is a guy who rides high when things are riding high and bails when things go bad. So if you get him on a riding high franchise, man, we've seen playoff Jimmy. We know what that Jimmy Butler can do. A few years older, is he going to have that impact, or is he going to show up somewhere? That coach find out, he's not quite as good as I thought. Get relegated to fewer minutes than he wondered, and then that team be in worse shape. That's my concern if I go get Jimmy. But I say this, he was suspended again yesterday, now for 7 games. He walked out of a practice because he learned his minutes would be limited. That's walked off. Jimmy being Jimmy, I suppose. Anyway, let's come back with more from our hometown football team. Percolating with news after the coaching change and announcement of the newest yesterday. It's a Callan Truck Accessories Tuesday, downtown, family run and operated for over 100 years. Who can you count on? Count on Catlin.
The Drill from the studios at Republic Services. We'll handle it from here.
From the preseason to the playoffs and every day in between.
Each man individually preparing himself to be the best he could possibly be. Better than he's ever been. Because that's what it's going to take.
At 1010XL, the season never ends.
If you suffer from constant burning, tingling, or numbness in your hands or feet, it could be a serious condition called neuropathy. I'm Dr. Nathan Riddle, DC with Riddle Wellness in Ponte Vedra. Neuropathy is treatable, and we have seen great results by using state-of-the-art, non-invasive therapies to target damaged nerves, reduce symptoms, and improve nerve function. Call 904-395-5598 to schedule your free consultation today and learn how you can live pain-free. Call 904-395-5598.
I'm Chris Campione. In a world of big box law firms with satellite offices, there's something special about having a local legal team that cares about you and your community. We're not just lawyers, we're your neighbors. We understand the unique challenges facing the Jacksonville community because we live here too. At Campione Law, Campione Cares isn't just a tagline, it's our commitment to you. Campione Law, your trusted lawyers after an accident. CampioneLaw.com.
Count on Campione, Campione Law.
Frank Frangie here. It's new year, new truck time at Nimnik Buick GMC, home of the largest inventory of GMC Sierras in Northeast Florida and Southeast Georgia. This month, save up to $10,000 off select new GMC Sierra 1500s or enjoy rates as low as 0% zero APR financing. Yes, 0%. You can't find deals like this anywhere in Jacksonville. Shop 24/7 online at NimnikBuickGMC.com. Value your trade and customize your payment options in seconds. Nimnik Buick GMC. GMC, we are professional grade.
Man, jack of all trades, masters of none? It just feels like at every turn nowadays, every company can do all work. Not us. Hi, Stevie Beatrice here, second generation plumber right here in Jacksonville, Florida. We are your master plumbing company that only focuses on all your plumbing needs. So for your next plumbing job, don't call another Jack. Call Beatrice Plumbing, where plumbing is what we do and plumbing is what we're great at. Beatrice Plumbing, here to help.
Need protection? Call Craig and Christine Kaprosky at Goosehead Insurance. The Kaproskys are a husband and wife team committed to finding you the right coverage at the right price in just a few short minutes. For home, auto, flood, or specialty insurance, Craig and Christine Kaprosky are the answer. Craig.Kaprosky at Goosehead.com.
Tony Baselli gets up early Monday morning to share a big football breakfast with you.
Some French toast and sausage patties.
Hall of Fame Mondays, 7:20 with Dan and Jeff on the Drill. Brought to you by Heritage Roofing of North Florida on 1010XL.
I'm with Greg from Cycles of Jacksonville. No matter the weather, Triumph has an unbelievable selection of rides where you can get out and just enjoy the highway.
They do. The new Rocket is out with the new color schemes, the Tiger 1200, which has been revamped. These bikes are nice, gorgeous, and ready to ride.
And if you want to take a look at the selection, they can just roll into the showroom and see a full variety.
We've got them all in stock and ready to go.
So if you log on, cyclesofjacksonville.com, search the Triumph line, and then head into the showroom. You'll be impressed. Cycles of Jacksonville.
The Florida Forum welcomes best-selling author and journalist Carl Hiaasen, February 12th. Funds raised go to a Kids Care Mobile ICU, a neonatal and pediatric critical care transport vehicle. Kids Care vehicles and helicopters safely transport more than 2,200 infants and children a year to Wilson Children's Hospital. Get your tickets at thefloridaforum.com or call 202-2886. 202-2886.
Hi, I'm Tara Gross. Thank you to the players for your ongoing commitment to Northeast Florida. At Mayo Clinic, we share the same drive through world-class innovation, improving the lives of both our patients and the community. It's 42 days until the players.
Joe C for CSS Fireplaces and Outdoor Living. They can transform your backyard with fire pits, pergolas, screen enclosures, and outdoor kitchens. And CSS handles the entire project from start to finish. You dream it, they build it. CSSOutdoor.com.
1010XL is presented by Farah and Farah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Protecting you and your family. Call 396-5555. Jacksonville.
Duvall.
What up?
I see.
Duvall.
I see what he's doing now. Oh yeah, I got you. Just providing his piece to our city anthem. Oh, is that what it is? And we got to work on that. Yeah, it's more more war cry than charades guess. I think that's the best way to sum it up. All right, welcome back here. It's a Catlin Truck Accessories Tuesday. We're going to get more from Coen here in just a second, including that question on bouncing back and forth between college and the NFL, and just exactly what he's going to look to establish. Gets to get his team together a couple weeks early, 3 weeks early, I think. April 7th, though, get his first crack on the, as full squad. So some of those issues and more coming up. But as for the Super Bowl matchup, ET, the internet's spoken, and I'm real happy with the matchup. You feeling that? Here's what I'm learning. If you're not a Philadelphia fan, the country doesn't like you. That's what I'm learning. Like most neutral people, if it's Philly versus anyone, they're going for anyone. But that leaves you on the other side with a Chiefs team that is now, whether or not they wanted it, they're the villain. The refs are helping. The ridiculousness of those replay reviews the other day just adds fuel to the fury. But here's some of the reaction to social media. I mean, it's interesting here. This is a dominant team. I saw this meme. Who America is rooting for in the Super Bowl. And red indicates Kansas City Chiefs. Green indicates Philadelphia Eagles. And gray indicates meteor strike. There's a Chiefs logo over Kansas City, and there's an Eagle logo over Philly. And the rest of the country apparently would root for the meteor strike. I don't know if it's that bad. I look forward to the game, but it is, just a rematch from a couple of years ago. It does give us the Chiefs again. And I thought the dislike of the Philly franchises was more personal and homegrown for me because I've had to deal with it for so many years. But no, apparently it's out there. Here's a post from a comedian. Let's see, Super Bowl 59, on the one hand, you have the devil, and on the other, you quite literally have the city of Philadelphia. So, well, there you go. That sums up some of the feeling. Is this real? Did Christian McCaffrey really post this? I hope both teams lose.
Dang.
I would be understandable, or perhaps somebody is having some fun. This is a post sharing a quote, so I don't know if that's accurate. So there's a lot of that out there. Look, the part of it that is the biggest drag to me is just having the rematch from 2 years. I mean, we just watched this game, Eagles. It was a great game, by the way, didn't it? Went down to the end. Didn't Hurts have like 4 rushing touchdowns or something?
Yeah, he was considered to be the MVP.
Yeah, until he wasn't. Yeah, until he wasn't, and the Eagles won the game, and the Chiefs won the game, as they seem to always do. But, apparently y'all aren't real happy with the matchup out there. I will say this, of all the matchups, that probably would have been the one that was least rooted for. If you went into the conference championship games and you gave all the potential matchups, even though arguably that would be the matchup of the two best teams that were remaining. Remember when the Lions were unbeatable? Lots of storylines for Super Bowl 59, and man, one thing is so fun about this top-level sports. You get to playoffs and Super Bowls. It's always that much better when the best play like it. And Patrick Mahomes was happy all season long to just kind of kick back, let the defense win, do what he had to when he had to, play through injuries, especially with his receivers. But, buddy, when he needed to be Patrick Mahomes, throwing for 300 yards and multiple touchdowns, he was able to conjure that pretty easily against the Bills, it felt like. So you got Patrick Mahomes going for 3 in a row. There's been no three-peat in sports since the Lakers did it at the turn of the century. No NFL team has won 3 championships in a row. That's not true. No NFL team has won 3 Super Bowls in a row. The Packers have actually done it twice. 29-31, there were no playoffs, so it was record that determined. But they did it 65-67, and the latter 2 of those titles were the first 2 Super Bowls. No team has won 3 straight Super Bowls. No team has won 2 straight Super Bowls and even made it to the Super Bowl a third time. But on the other side, what Saquon Barkley is doing is starting to border on unbelievable, isn't it? Shows you what the misery of a Giants franchise can do to one of the best talents in the game. Just turned in one of the greatest seasons as a running back ever. Over 2,000 yards, and that was sitting week 18. That move, by the way, sure looks smart as the Eagles run their way into the Super Bowl. He's continued his dominance in the postseason. He went for 119 in the wild card against the Packers, then 205 against the Rams in the divisional round. An NFC Championship game just set the tone on carry 1. 60 yards, touchdown. 30 yards in the Super Bowl, which I would think would come before the first quarter ends, will break Terrell Davis's record for most rushing yards in a season, including the playoffs. What a nice renaissance year for the running backs, E.
Yes, sir.
Like some of these veterans who had gotten to a point and you don't trust them, right? We trust running backs age 29 so much less than we trust receiver age 29 or offensive tackle age 29 or linebacker age 29. They're the least trustworthy by age in the league. And so it's nice to see we had a handful of veterans who really were the best running backs in the league this year. Derrick Henry, how'd that work, Tennessee? Saquon Barkley, yeah, good move, Giants. But there were others. Look what Joe Mixon did in Houston, where Cincinnati shouldn't have. Well, he wasn't done there. I don't know what their salary situation was. Joe Mixon had a great year. Both Aaron Jones and Josh Jacobs were terrific in changing new teams. Aaron Jones had a career high in rushing. Josh Jacobs was every bit the playmaker. I mean, you're always going to have your stable of young, developing guys, James Cook, Bijan Robinson. It's still how you start. But maybe there's a lesson here that just because a guy does his first 5-6 years in a place doesn't mean he's done. And the fact that, what were the overall rushing stats? I mean, how far do I go down with these veterans who changed teams literally this year? I mean, I know the top 2 rushers in the league were Saquon and Derrick Henry. Was Joe Mixon third? Nah, Bijan was third. Look, you replenish the position with, as it turns out, Bijan, Jonathan Taylor, Jahmyr Gibbs. Then you got Josh Jacobs, another one of those vets that changed teams. He was 6th in the league. Aaron Jones was 9th. And by the way, James Conner has already done that, right? His second contract, thought to be beat up, banged up, and done when he left Pittsburgh. He's been a consistent 1,000-yard rusher with the Cardinals, including again this year. So, anyway, I guess more than one way to find your running back, and maybe after these vets this year, that will be at least recognized. Shoot, you look at the Chiefs. Who has become their bell cow back here as we've gotten through the postseason? It's been Kareem Hunt, hasn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, Pacheco's taking a back seat, and Hunt, who's bounced around now, he's 7-8 years in the league.
Because Pacheco, he got hurt for a little bit, didn't he?
He did.
Yeah. And Kareem Hunt just stepped right in.
He did, but I've watched these playoffs, as have you. As these games have developed, it's been Kareem Hunt who's getting the lion's share of the carries as the game progresses. So there's that. All right, one thing you can appreciate from Liam Coen yesterday is he didn't dance around a question that Doug Peterson stared at you like you just asked him quantum physics. Are you going to call the plays? And if he could have said hell yeah, he said, hell yeah, I am. He just made no bones about it that he is going to be calling the plays here in Jacksonville. It doesn't mean you don't have to fill in with other staff members. Let me ask you a question. If a franchise invited you for an interview to be their head coach, and you did it via Zoom, and they invited you for a head coaching interview in person, one that if you were looking for an angle could be construed as an obligation at that point, would you then consider being their defensive coordinator if you watch them hire someone else for the job that you were initially interested in?
No, man.
Yeah, that's Patrick Graham. It's strange to me that he's like considered I don't know what he's considered. I do know he's now interviewed for the DC job as well.
It's like, are you looking to be a head coach, or are you looking to be, what's your goal?
You've had a coaching change though in Las Vegas. So right now you're a DC without a home. The head coaching jobs have wrapped up.
That'll influence my decisions.
It'd be kind of I guess my point is, if he's cool with it and they can work together, isn't that kind of a grand slam if you hire him?
Yeah, it is.
I mean, you're talking about a dude that you determined was one of your finalists to be your head coach. So that his brain, his mind, his attributes don't go away just because he's the coordinator, not the head coach. I was thinking about that driving in. I'm like, man, that sounds like that could be a low-key, really valuable addition. I don't know. We'll see how that plays out. I saw they also brought in an assistant with the Minnesota Vikings. So those would be among the two that have been vetted as defensive coordinator. Look, one thing about Cohen's background was he had that period where he went Rams, Kentucky, back to the Rams as coordinator, but wasn't calling plays, and then back to Kentucky, and then to the Bucs, and now here. So, E.T. cut 9. Here's Coen explaining his career path.
The foundation of my career started in college, in locker rooms in Maine, and Brown, and UMass, places that, let's be honest, don't have a ton of resources. So you learn kind of your DNA as a coach in some of those places, right? And then in the last few years, you get an opportunity to go coach in the National Football League, which has been the dream. Then you go make a decision that ultimately was a little dicey at the time, I'll be honest. You go back to a place where you just had success and had a great opportunity to be at, but that was all done to go call plays again, right? And that was the experience that I kind of missed that year in LA. Knew why I was going to take that job, but ultimately probably underestimated some of the leadership that goes with calling plays and truly running the show on offense. Things have changed in the landscape of college football, right? We all know that. When you start to have a young family, things change. Your priorities change. And the National Football League does provide a little bit more of an opportunity to be a father and a husband and a friend. And that's kind of why we've done the back and forth for the last few years. But I'll be in the NFL hopefully for a while.
All right, that's the explanation from Liam Coen himself. There is a hunger and an optimism from a young guy getting a shot, isn't there, E?
For sure.
No, we haven't had that. Doug Peterson was a blasé, quote-unquote retread. Look, did a terrific job turning a terrible team into a decent one for a couple of years. I don't want to give credit where credit's due. Wasn't awful. Just had an awful stretch here that got him ultimately booted from the job. Before that, Marone and, Del Rio was his first job, and it wasn't that same vibe. So we shall see. So, all right, look, any coach would be bullish on his team's future. You're not going to go to an introductory press conference and say, yeah, we got a lot of work to do, man. They won 4 last year. I'm looking here. I mean, this doesn't go right. We could be a 1-win team staring at the number 1 overall pick. So, yeah, no, that's not what his mentality here. It's not what he's expressed all along. It's not what brain trusts like Tony Baselli and Shad Khan, and I'm sure Ethan Waugh, who is the interim GM for now, it's not what they feel. They feel like this is a team where the expectation isn't to rebuild. It's to get going quick to win, and to win this year.
I've actually looked at that as an exciting part of this, honestly. My wife, been in the military, born in the Philippines, moved all over her childhood. I've moved around a lot throughout this process and throughout my career here. So we're kind of used to that, honestly. We embrace that. And to try to bring home wins to Jacksonville, that is important to protect our home turf. It's going to be a little bit different. It's going to be a little complicated over the next few years. But if we don't embrace that, then we have no shot, right? If we can go start to build something that people are really proud of over these next 2 years, in year 3, wherever we're playing, we want people to come. And then to go into this next one that we're coming into, I mean, sky's the limit. So that's something that we're excited about.
So you're talking about not just building this team and how good it can be, but, it's going to be a bouncy path here. Shoot, we still don't even know where they've officially going to play those home games in the displaced year. So waiting all that, we'll see how it's handled. We'll have more from Lee and Coen and more on this Jaguars coaching transition as we move along here on a Catlin Truck Accessories Tuesday. We got a football fix and more when we return. You are locked into The Drill on 1010XL 92.5 FM.
The Drill on 1010XL. From the studios of Republic Services, we'll handle it from here.
This is Brent Musburger's Visa in Action update on 1010XL. Brought to you by Duck Duck Rooter Plumbing, Septic, and Air Conditioning. When you're stuck, call the Duck. Proud partner of the Jacksonville Jaguars.
11th ranked Kansas Jayhawks at Fog Allen Fieldhouse today, laying 13 against UCF. The total 152.5. The Knights have dropped 4 of 5 against ranked opponents this season. Rice Owls at South Florida. The Bulls are the 5.5-point home favorite. Total 141. In the NHL, the Tampa Bay Lightning a $3.45 favorite over the Chicago Blackhawks plus 275. 6.5 under the total at Amalie Arena. NFL, Super Bowl 59, Chiefs a 1.5 favorite over the Eagles, and Patrick Mahomes a plus 110 favorite to be Super Bowl MVP. Saquon Barkley plus 250. $250 bonus, and you open up a G-Bank Visa signature card. Visa.com/GBank. Mike Sennett, 1010XL.
Instead of wasting money on resolutions you won't keep, why not invest in something that lasts? Like fixing that dripping faucet, clearing that clogged drain, or finally tuning up your AC. Call Duck Duck Rooter Plumbing, Septic, and Air Conditioning. We'll help you keep your home in shape this year. It's the one resolution you won't regret breaking. Call 904-862-6769 to schedule service today. Because when you're stuck, call the Duck. Right now, get $50 off any service of $150 or more.
Hi, this is Dale Murray with Murray Automotive Group in Stark and Kingsland. Save yourself from those big city dealers and their fast-talking flim-flam tactics. No matter what your automotive need is, we've got you covered. Ford, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, Ram, and nobody beats our prices, and I mean nobody. Shazam! Plus our exclusive 15-year, 150,000-mile warranty included on every qualified vehicle. And we'll trade anything from AirPods to fishing rods. Compare our prices online at ShazamAuto.com. Then come see me, Dale Murray. I'll be waiting for you. Shazam!
Transform your bathroom with stunning shower glass from Sky Glass Solutions in Jacksonville Beach. For a free quote, call 904-608-5151 or visit skyglasssolutions.com.
So Mike Dempsey talks about his 23 pounds lost in the first 4 weeks with Awaken 180. You know what? I lost the same amount my first 4 weeks. It's not about if you're going to lose the weight. It's about how easy it is to do it. Online at awaken180weightloss.com.
It all begins with Speed Weeks, presented by Advent Health, February 12th through 16th. The Daytona 500 is sold out, but you can still win a 4-pack of tickets to all the other Speed Weeks races. What anniversary of the Great American Race does 2025 mark? Text the anniversary number to 641-1010. What anniversary of the Great American Race does 2025 mark? Text the answer to 641-1010 for a chance to win a 4-pack of tickets to Speed Weeks races.
I'm Max Fink, and I'm your Gator updater. Listen for the Gator Report several times a week on 1010XL.
Freshened up by San Jose Collision on the home of the Florida Gators, 1010XL.
Go, Gator!
DUI, BUI, don't stress. Call me Malcolm Anthony at 285-4LAW. That's 285-4LAW for Malcolm Anthony.
Mia here. Since 1982, Closets by Design has specialized in creating dream spaces for every budget. My designer, Frances, made the process so easy. She came to my house and designed a walk-in closet that's not only beautiful, but also incredibly functional for me and old Beau Valentine. Call today to schedule your free in-home consultation at 800-293-3744. Hey, and if you mention Mia or Helmets and Heels, you'll qualify for free base molding. Call today or visit closetsbydesign.com.
Yo, it's your boy E to the T here with my book, and our listeners have been killing it, and we're now set for the final stretch of the road to New Orleans. My bookie is the one book that got your back. No fluff, no second guessing, just straight up action. Does your other sports book pay out when you push on a bet? My bookie does. And if you're new to the game and not sure where to start, we've got you covered. Step it up and use our promo code 1010XL, and that'll double your bankroll with a 50% deposit bonus right from jump. Here's a pro tip that'll get you rolling. The big game prop bets are going to be plentiful. So take a hard look at player props and those wacky big game props. And stack that with my bookie risk-free Thursday. So what you waiting for? There's a new risk-free odds boost every Thursday. To find the bet, click the Bet Boost tab and scroll down. If it hits, you win. If it doesn't, forget about it. My bookie refunds you your money back. Sign up now, use my promo code 1010XL, and they'll give you a 50% deposit bonus. It's the best sign-up bonus in Florida for batters. The road to New Orleans is here for the big game. Bet anything, anytime, anywhere with my bookie. Come on, somebody.
Denny Thompson here. Tyson Sound and Security has a huge prize sweepstakes now through the big game. I'm talking a 75-inch loaded Samsung TV with 3D surround sound, a sound bar with wireless subwoofer, and installation is included. Stop by the new showroom, check out the setup, and drop your name in the box for your chance to win the $2,500 prize now through February 9th. Tyson Sound and Security now at 3555 U.S. Highway 17 in Fleming Island.
Mia here. When it comes to roofing, whether it be shingles, metal, or most repairs, there is one name that has protected your home since 1999. Pro-Jax Roofing. Serving all of Northeast Florida, Mike and his guys have been repairing and replacing roofs for 25 years. Need insurance help? Mike's team can help. Raised in a military family, Mike provides great attention to detail with unparalleled quality and workmanship. They also have warranties, so you can have peace of mind. Call Mike today for a free estimate or online at projaxroofingfl.com.
Hicken here with a message from Zero Res. Did you have people over for the holidays? Kids everywhere, dirt everywhere, all over the carpets, the rugs, the sofas, and chairs? Did the kitchen towel take a beating? Sounds like it's time to call my guys over at Zero Res. The Zero Res techs will get the house looking great again. Folks, if you need help cleaning up after the holiday, give Zero Res a call. Right now, 25% off carpet cleaning, 25% off upholstery cleaning. Zero Res, spell it forwards. Zero Res, spell it backwards. It's the right way to clean.
Zero Res.
Collisions happen on every play in football. Collisions also happen every day on the road. If you need auto body repair, from a $30 job to a $30,000 job, trust San Jose Collision in Mandarin.
1010XL is presented by Farrah & Farrah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Protecting you and your family. Call 396-5555. Jacksonville.
I'm coming home. I'm coming home. Tell the world I'm coming home. Let the rain wash away all the pain of yesterday. I know my kingdom awaits, and they've forgiven my mistakes.
All right, we're back. A new home for Liam Coen. All right, listen, it went viral. He Some would say lost the press conference with his initial effort yesterday.
Duval.
Yeah. Again, more like a guess at a charade's answer than a war cry. One more time.
Duval.
Yeah, no. But like any good coach, you make adjustments. You pick yourself up. It's halftime. And after realizing this goof, Coen met with the entire staff there. You can see them. They're in the film room at the stadium complex down there. And, given another opportunity, recognized his failure the first go around, I would suppose, because here's the redo.
Hey, guys, this is Liam Coen. Just touched down in Jacksonville. Let's get this thing started off right here. 3, 2, 1.
They got to him quick. They got to him quick, right? All right. Crisis averted. But virally, I think the other one is going to outlast.
Duval.
Yeah. Ooh, spooky. Listen, Jag fan will come to his defense. I don't know who all these, platforms and outlets and surveyors are, but I've come across one here that ranks the Jaguars fan base as one of the most heartfelt, genuine fan bases. We're not made up of bots and phonies. When you see a Jag fan, when you come across a Jag fan, you're getting the real deal, and you best watch out in the cutthroat world of social media. Those bots can run rampant. Follower accounts can get inflated. If you're not Jag fan, a new study has confirmed what you've known all along. You are the real deal, even if your team isn't. According to the folks at Flash Picks, that's the sports betting news and pick site, the Jags boast one of the most genuine fan bases in the entire NFL. Well, how do you come up with that? They did some digging. They analyzed the Instagram and TikTok accounts of all 32 teams. Guess who came back near the top, E? That's
Duval.
right. That's right. The teal and black. We're ranked number 4. That's right. Number 4. Because of posts like this that came yesterday, I'm calling it. Jaguars will win the Super Bowl in the next 3 years, and T-Law will win an MVP. There we go. I like it. The study used some fancy tool called the fake follower checker. Starngage's fake follower checker, E. We should run that on some folks. They found a whopping 93% of the Jaguars' Instagram followers are actual living, breathing people. Yeah. Over on TikTok, the story reads the same. Just 1.7% of the 564,000 followers aren't legit. And compared to other teams, we're practically bot-free, baby. So there, give yourself a pat on the back and a big, hearty Duval. Maybe we can now get a team to match. Coordinator has to be found on the defensive side of the ball. A point was made on the text line designed by Lifetime Enclosures. Keep those thoughts and opinions coming in. I think it's a good one. This becomes kind of a plum defensive job because you feel like, and this is just the vibe I get, you feel like Liam Coen. By the way, we know exactly how to pronounce his name because he said, "Hi, I'm Liam Coen." I've heard Liam Coen. I've heard it all. And now I've lost my train of thought.
Defensive coordinator.
Yeah, the defensive coordinator spot is a plum spot because you feel like Coen is going to give that guy carte blanche. He'll be the head coach of the defense is what it feels like. So it's all important to get that guy. But back to my point, if you get Patrick Graham to agree to be the defensive coordinator and you somehow have gotten one of your top 2 or 3 candidates to be the head coach to also join your organization, just because he comes in a different title, he doesn't come with any less knowledge or impressive abilities that had him in the mix for the bigger job to begin with. So there is that. One thing you can count on from Liam Coen, and this was stated and restated yesterday, is just the job that he did in the run game. Shad Khan also met the media yesterday. He tried to keep it quiet. It didn't look real comfortable to me, E. When you're a billionaire, you don't like being called out on mistakes and what would you have done different and, all that kind of stuff. So, but he did say something that was interesting yesterday, and that he's been a much bigger part of the procedure this time. He hadn't just left it to the GM and the staff to go find it and then bring it to him. From the get-go, he's been a part of it. So that guy, so that is a little different for the Jags owner this time. He talked about the impending marriage between Coen and whoever the GM is, and how that vision needs to come together to build the best 53-man roster possible.
I think, obviously head coach, he's the head coach. And, we've never had a player come in here that the coaches didn't want, So I think it's imperative that, he's involved, and every player coming in is someone he wants.
Shot seemed to give the same answer about Tony Baselli that Tony gave us yesterday, and credit to Big Bo. He is the king of the Jaguars for coming on yesterday, and I thought he was very forthright.
Yeah, for sure.
I thought he was pretty transparent. I think he answered the stuff we asked him. He didn't dance around. And I think some things he actually doesn't know. There's certainly something cooking when it comes to a role for Tony within the front office, because Shad was asked about it yesterday, and I'll let you hear what he said. ET Cut 6, Shad Khan asked about the Hall of Famer Tony Baselli, who we learned was integral in the coaching search when they kind of had to, Shad said he'd bring in a bigger group, and Tony's been a part of that group. And now, is there a role for the Hall of Famer moving forward?
Well, we are going to have a position, and, we're checking with the league what the rules are, what we have to follow, and, and then we'll take it from there.
Didn't exactly say definitely Tony is going to get a position, so they're going to add a position, whether that means that he'll be among those that considered, or if that is, done deal. I don't know. We shall see. Fire up the bandy. We got a football fix. Let's give some other headlines before we welcome the Hicken arrival and more here on a Catlin Truck Accessories Tuesday. Back to some of those storylines from the Super Bowl, because there are some rich ones. I think it's at the top. It's the greatness of Patrick Mahomes, the Chiefs, and the going for 3 in a row. That's the number one storyline. What Saquon Barkley has done. He's going to become the single-season rushing record holder when you count the postseason. He's going to beat Terrell Davis. Well, I would suspect he would. He only needs 30 yards rushing. Well, so many people aren't even aware that Tom Brady has moved to the broadcast booth. They find out Brady, who has a $375 million contract from Fox. That is so ridiculous. About $130 million or so are going to get their chance to grade Brady, because he will be the number one color commentator in the Super Bowl game. You know the name Vic Fangio, righty?
Oh, yeah.
Long time defensive coordinator or head coach.
Oh, I know him more recently from the Denver Broncos, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
How many Super Bowls do you think that Sterling defensive coordinator Vic Fangio has in his career?
Off the top of my head, I'd say 0.
Yeah, 24 seasons as a coordinator or head coach. Widely considered a great defensive mind. His coaching career began all the way back in high school in 1979. Listen, he's earned his trip. That Eagles defense has been awesome all year. First in yards allowed, second in points allowed. So Fangio is going to be chasing a record. The Bowl's back in New Orleans. Miami has hosted the most Super Bowls at 11, so New Orleans moves back into a tie for first. It'll be the 11th Super Bowl. Listen, officiating complaints, it's a real thing. The NFL's got some egg on their face. They blew 2 replay calls, and it'd be best not to triple down and lie about, no, we blew it. We're looking into it. We don't know how our replay officials could have seen it this way. We apologize to the fans. That's what they need to say. Say this BS nonsense, hide behind some rule they just made up and put in Section 3, Rule 4, A, B, C, D. Knuckleheads. We're waiting on a 50-50 call to go some way other than the Chiefs. Just saying. And I don't think this is some, over the top now. That was ridiculous the other day, because replay gave you a chance to prove that you weren't pro-Chiefs, and you failed that test. Chiefs are the new villains, though, aren't they?
Definitely are.
Yeah, they definitely are the new villains. All right, continuing with the football fix. All right, so the Jets have their new coach and GM, and already questions about the quarterback position. And Aaron Glenn, who was introduced yesterday, made it clear he doesn't consider any player bigger than the team, and was non-committal on Rodgers, saying he has to be evaluated just like everyone else. thing's not about Aaron Rodgers, folks. This is about the roster. Well, I mean, it doesn't take much to look into the Jets media guide and see how their seasons have gone the last 30 years, all of which can be primarily blamed on never having a quarterback worth a flip. Think about all the guys that have gone through New York and been the starter there. Ugh. Putrid. Worse than here. That's hard to say. I would keep Aaron Rodgers. Now, he's also brings, if you're a new coach trying to put your new thing in, he may not be your guy, though, right?
Yeah, he might not be.
Yeah, he doesn't bring in some team first, I'm a leader persona, right? He's probably in a darkness retreat right now somewhere. We'll see. Yeah, maybe this is part of the problem. Steelers owner Art Rooney II weighed in on some offseason issues for the Steelers. He said securing a quarterback is the team's priority. Okay, that's good. But then added his preference is to sign either Justin Fields or Russell Wilson this offseason. Yeah, neither one of those guys are good enough for your coach to get off this hot seat that he's now on never-endingly. At some point, you got to go get the next guy at quarterback. Problem with Tomlin and the Steelers and all this winning they do, all these consecutive winning seasons, you never have a high enough draft pick. If you hit on a quarterback, it's got to be coming at like 21 with Trubisky or Pickett. Got to be that kind of get. Not easy to do. Pete Carroll was introduced to the Raiders yesterday. Says he's thrilled to be there. It's another spot where they better find a quarterback. Brian Schottenheimer, introduced in Dallas. He is the one that is, I feel sorry for Shotty, as a Spurrier used to call him Shotty. You guys remember Brian Schottenheimer was quarterback at Florida. Didn't play a ton. Steve Spurrier said, y'all don't probably know this. We got 3 quarterbacks around here. Shotty can throw it around pretty good. Thank you, Coach. Meanwhile, Brian Schottenheimer maybe played on a homecoming game, but he went to Florida, E.T., to learn coaching. Asked his dad, which college coach should I go play for? Answer was Steve Spurrier. Schottenheimer, when he's had a long career as an assistant. Man, his star has really risen and faded through the years, hasn't it, E?
Oh, Shotty?
Yeah, there's been years where Brian Schottenheimer has been, known as a good offensive coordinator. He's going to get it. He's been a coordinator, right? Like the Jets, Seahawks.
That name definitely, it rings the bell all around the league. Yeah.
First chance at a head coaching job, and he said, we're going to win, and we're going to win a championship. You go. And finally, the Bills, Josh Allen defending Dalton Kincaid. I don't know what's to defend. I cut him yesterday. You're looking for a new tight end. That's Football Fix. You're welcome. Carry on a Catlin Truck Accessories Tuesday.
At 1010XL,
wax on, wax off.
Our sports experts undergo extensive training before they broadcast.
Wax on, wax off. Wax on, wax off. Hey.
Jacksonville Sports Radio.
Wax on, hot.
1010XL.
Wax off.
Now you can watch 1010XL shows all day on X, Facebook, and YouTube. Brought to you by MyBookie. Experience Vegas from the comfort of your phone anytime, anywhere. Sign up today. Use promo code 1010XL.
If you're tired of weekend projects turning into weekend disasters, you're not alone. Building a fence isn't as easy as it looks. And let's face it, your neighbor still hasn't fixed his lopsided masterpiece. But Superior Fence and Rail makes it easy. Highly trained professionals, top quality materials, and a fence you'll love for years to come. Skip the stress and call the pros today.
When you're on the fence, about the fence, SuperiorFenceandRail.com.
The Drill on 1010XL. From the studios of Republic Services, we'll handle it from here.
Are you looking for a place to outfit your truck or van? It's Catlin Truck Accessories. For 105 years and 4 generations, Catlin is the name you can count on. This is Keith Catlin, and we know trucks and vans too, from Lear toppers, ladder racks, van shelving, strobe lighting, roll and lock bed covers, and everything in between. If you want quality products and great customer service, there's only one name. It's Catlin.
Who can you count on? Count on Catlin.
For 105 years, you can count on Catlin.
This is Josh Woolsey with Woolsey Morecambe. When deciding what lawyer to trust with your car accident or injury case, the most reliable way is reviews and results. You want to be treated well, and you want a great result. Woolsey Morecambe's reviews speak for themselves, and I challenge any firm to compare results. We offer the resources of a large law firm and the customer service of a boutique practice. If you want to be treated right and want great results, call Woolsey Morecambe at 1-800-WOOLSEY. Offices, Jacksonville.
Home of the Jacksonville Jaguars. WJXL AM Jacksonville Beach. WJXL FM Jacksonville Beach.
With the sun setting earlier, Hidden Hills Golf Club has expanded their twilight specials so you can take advantage of our special afternoon rates and get your round in before dark. Book today at hiddenhillsgc.com and enjoy this beautiful fall weather.
Hey gang, Prosser here. If you think you have problems related to the need to sell your home, we have solutions. And by we, I don't mean me. I mean ChadandSandy.com. That's Chad, A-N-D, Sandy.com. Call them today at 904-414-6200. Look, the problems could fall into a variety of areas. Maybe you want guaranteed no-hassle home sale, but don't want to give up hard-earned equity to do it. Maybe you need more space with a growing family. Doesn't matter what the problems are. You go to Chad and Sandy. Those problems are fixed. With all the recent talk about interest rates and economic uncertainty, you may be wondering if now is the right time to sell your home. Will you get the price you need? What about repairs or showings? The good news, you don't have to figure it out by yourself. You call my agents, Chad and Sandy Newman. They will deliver. Your home sold at an agreed-upon price and deadline, or they will buy it. No required cost of repairs. Pick your move date. No long-term contracts. The success stories are rolling in from all over town. Find out for yourself. Call Chad and Sandy today. That's Chad, A-N-D, Sandy.com.
Bueller.
Stay cooler with Bueller.
Hey, pal, what's the matter?
I don't know about this air conditioner, Jason.
You know, my job is actually to...
I mean, 1 minute it's working, and the next minute it's not working. And every time I leave the house, I don't know if I'm coming back to a nice, cool oasis or a steaming cesspool of sweaty garbage fumes and dog farts, and then I'll never get to sleep. And I'll be too late to call someone. And what if I've got a big meeting the next morning and I haven't slept a wink?
Okay, dude. Stay cool. Or at least stay cooler.
But
Bueller Air and Plumbing can figure out why your AC only works sometimes and not all the time. We fix that kind of stuff every day.
You mean you can...
Life moves pretty fast. If you spend all your time worrying about an air conditioner that can totally be fixed, you could miss it.
Stay cooler with Bueller.
Visit BuellerAir.com.
The big game is almost here, and Sonny's Barbecue wants you to win a barbecue feast. Text Sonny's to the text line brought to you by Lifetime Flooring at 641-1010 for your chance to win. 641-1010.
Hi, this is Dave Barker. Multi-unit hair grafting is now available at IHRS and can give you 3 times more hair in one procedure over a traditional hair transplant.
Multi-unit hair grafting gave me more hair in one procedure and within my budget.
You can grow your hair back with this exclusive new procedure. Call for a free evaluation. Call IHRS 904-777-IHRS 777-IHRS 777-4477.
Matt A's here for Prize Picks. Download the app today and use code JAX to get $50 instantly after you play your first $5 lineup. That's promo code JAX to get $50 instantly after you play your first $5 lineup. Prize Picks. Run your game.
Here's your Southeast Orthopedic Specialist local sports update, sponsored by Riddled Wellness. The Liam Coen era of the Jaguars began with yesterday's press conference and this declaration.
How do we want to play the game? And that's fast, fundamentally sound, attacking, situational masters, and tough, both mentally and physically.
During the press conference, Jaguar owner Shad Khan outlined his priorities during the search for a head coach.
The number one thing, obviously, is the quarterback position. And that was the fundamental question, really, to all the candidates.
The University of Florida found no evidence that head coach Todd Golden violated Title IX after sexual harassment accusations. His attorney stated the conclusion proved the complaint was meritless. Jacksonville Icemen are in Orlando this evening to take on the Solar Bears in the East Coast Hockey League. Puck drops at 7. And that's your Southeast Orthopedic Specialist local sports update. I'm Sam Nelson.
Currently it's 7:02 and it's 55 degrees. Your time and your temp is brought to you by Bueller Air and Plumbing. Stay cooler with Bueller.
1010XL is presented by Farrah & Farrah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Protecting you and your family. Call 396-5555. Jacksonville. Ladies and gents, please put your hands together as Dan Hicken enters the studio.
Yeah!
my song.
You the man.
Tell them all.
I'm the man.
Mogul's back.
Yes, I am. Yes, I am. Yes, I am.
I went in there and asked some tough questions.
Did you? Well,
I'm
yeah,
not
proud
afraid.
Of you. Proud of you.
I said, follow me, media brothers and sisters.
Wow, look at you.
I'll show you the way.
Wow.
Hand me the microphone.
One by me.
I probably should have got to ask the first question, but that's okay. Next time.
Mogul was in the biddy.
They said, I can't believe you're here. I said, you won't see me again. I'm just coming in for the heavy lifting, then I'm out.
For a good time, not a long time.
I took care of our boy Big Bo. You're darn right I did. I said, Shad, my man.
Well, you didn't say my man.
I said, my man.
That's not true.
Hey, let me tell you something. After the press conference,
You got together with Shad?
I went up, me and Shad.
Uh-huh.
I said, Shad, my man. It's a great feeling of freedom, Jeff.
What's that?
You should try it.
What do you mean freedom? What of what?
Let it fly, baby.
I'll just be you.
I said, Shad, if we're not learning
Look at the
it-
look on his face on YouTube.
I said, Shad, if we ain't learning every day, what are we doing? He said, we're dying. I said, that's right.
I think that's what he said in the press conference.
I was reiterating to him, this is where we are. We're brothers, you know.
Sounded like you were instructing him.
We're both older men, wise and aged, learned men. Me and Shad, we learn every day. And so we learned a little bit yesterday that Tony Baselli is going to be in the front office with the Jacksonville Jaguars.
Okay. Kind of got that yesterday with Tone. It sounded like Shad doesn't know any more than Tony does, and that's why Tony couldn't tell us. You got to ask for permission from the league? That was kind of...
Yeah, I don't know. I
Or
didn't
just
ask for
tell him?
clarification.
Yeah.
I just simply broke the story.
Yeah, you did. That's true. Thought that. I didn't recognize your voice. I was listening to the being
I introduced
streamed.
my damn self,
Yeah,
Pross.
I
I mean, what do you mean?
paying attention.
You hear my voice for 3 hours a day.
Yeah.
I didn't recognize your voice, Hick.
I guess what I
Hey,
should
what
say.
is that?
I guess what I should say
You know
is.
what this is?
I guess I was tuning out the questions. That was deep into it. At that point, I'd given up on hearing from my idol.
Yeah, that's better.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Jeez.
But that was like 20 minutes in, so I didn't.
You got to wait.
Yeah, I know.
I got to put my
It was
hand
on it.
up.
Yeah, I hear you. It's okay. I got you.
You got to go to the people who go
Sure.
every day.
Yeah.
D-Rock had
You're
some
like
tough
the,
questions.
You're like the Woodward and Bernstein. of
AP
these
Mark
things.
Long had some
Been
tough
around
questions.
forever. Love those
and-
guys. I trust them.
And Rick Ballou got into questions. I was happy for Rick. So.
10-10 was well represented.
I didn't want Rick not asking a question yesterday. That would have been bad, you know. So they allowed Rick to ask a question.
Nice.
And he did a great job. He found right away. Liam Coen is in fact calling plays. You're damn right he is.
That's right. That he didn't. It's funny. He didn't find the need to be all secretive.
I don't
and silly about it.
understand. And listen, I have no idea. I mean, this could be, who knows? We might be going backwards with this guy. I don't know. Nobody knows. All right. But I don't understand. My man was a little nervous. He went up there. He threw up a Duval. It didn't come out great. But that's what everybody goes to. He lost the press conference. First off, again, I go back to what I said. What did I say yesterday in More with Dan? Sirianni and Campbell.
Yeah,
I don't care. I told you. Yeah, thank you.
Yeah.
That's fine. Good to see you. Welcome to Jacksonville.
That was a little
just call ball
smaller.
plays.
I don't think that one will last. That was just
No.
like a smaller, funny thing.
I know.
Because he had done it earlier and he did it right. I don't know why he just got nervous.
Yeah, I think he
didn't want to bust it out.
Well,
It's not his personality.
You got to throw it out with some vigor and vim.
Well, I said it like this. Duval's supposed to be a war cry, not a charades guess.
That guy can knock that out anytime.
We've
He don't
done it.
care.
Yeah, we've been there.
Some guys don't have that kind of personality. I don't think that's.
Yeah, that's fair.
But he has a good, listen, Brownie points to Trevor and some of the boys, but most importantly, Trevor, who went to the presser. That was good. He should be there. And so I like that. And, I thought overall it was, hey, listen, we had to try something. It was a good day. Shad got a little snippy with Brent. That was fun. I enjoyed that.
Hey, billionaires don't like being questioned. They're not in a position to be often, especially by the, by the social class.
Yeah. Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
You're not used to it. Now, did you learn anything? Listen, man, I've forgotten more than you ever learn next.
Yep.
This is why this guy might be your favorite coach. You know what he was sporting?
What he had on?
Some LV loafers.
Louis Vuittons?
Huh?
Yeah.
What do you think?
You was swaggy.
Hey.
I mean, he gets
He didn't
it.
have the purse like you, but he did have with his name on it. But he did have
Crossbody sling.
I'm sorry, crossbody sling.
Thank you.
Duval.
Ooh. Why did he do it? Why? Everything would have been fine. And by the way, he had done it earlier with the staff. He knew what to do it.
He got nervous and probably forgot like the tone.
Yeah, you gotta hit it, man.
You gotta
You
go.
throw it
It's
out
war
there.
cry. It's like you just stopped him on 4th down. That's where Duval. Yes. That's
Thank
right,
you.
man.
Thank you.
We just sacked the quarterback on 4th and 8. That's where Duval comes from.
We'll be
There's
fine.
a buzz.
Don't you worry, Liam. Don't
Yeah, I
you
was
worry,
fine.
big fella. We'll got you. So anyway, yeah. So overall, look, a good day. He talked about what he needed to talk about. You know, he gave us the whole with the move. You know, again, I really feel like this is your guy for the next 4 years. I mean, this guy.
I feel like we finally got a guy that didn't. I mean, look, he's player first. He said that over and over. But you know what player first is? You got to be true to the other players by recognizing and calling out the ones that aren't good enough.
Yeah, and if you don't,
so to step in and say, I got to look at he wanted to say this offensive line sucks.
Yeah,
he wanted to say that.
Well, one thing about this football team, and I'm sorry. Listen, I say it with respect in the fact that they play a very violent, tough game. It's a soft football team. It was soft.
100%.
Very soft. Soft? They were soft last year. Can't run the ball. Can't make 3rd and 1. That's soft.
S-O-F-T, soft.
Soft here. It's warm kitty. Little cup of fur. I'm sorry.
little ball of fur. But
whatever.
Yeah. Cup of fur.
Purr.
Cup of fur. The law's coming looking for you.
Yeah. So that's it's just a fact.
It all depends on. Look, it's about the offensive scheme and continuity. He's a culture guy, and you learn what he's learned from the Rams.
Feels like he knows what he's doing.
And do you accept his bounce any better? After hearing it, do you accept his bounce any better, or does it still concern you? The ping pong between Kentucky and the Rams.
Oh no, that
doesn't bother you anymore because it bothered you yesterday.
Yeah. Nah.
That's what I say. You need to hear some explanation from these guys and why he's doing things.
Climbing the ladder and why. Yeah, he ain't leaving here for.
No, he'll stay here as long as he can win.
Yeah, he realized that
there's something refreshing about the hunger and the optimism in a young guy getting his chance. We haven't had that in a while.
Right.
You know, I guess Gus was that, but he was so terrible that we never got any positives out of it.
And this guy may be, or he may be great.
I think he's good enough offensively that he won't be terrible.
He did say, I like what he did say. I'll say one thing he said, we ain't a 4-win football team.
And he's right. Everyone said that. Tony told us that yesterday.
But, I mean, I like that that's their attitude.
Sure.
You know,
I hope they can do what I said yesterday and manage the roster year to year to put the best team on the field every year that gives you the best chance to win and never sacrifice for salary cap or future draft picks your best possible team, because ultimately it never works if you don't.
All right, well, our Dreamfinders Homes poll question of the day brought to you by Dreamfinders Homes. They're the official home builder of the Jacksonville Jaguars, also the Gators and the PGA Tour. And by the way, they have 15 locations to serve you, and they have right now a 4.99% fixed interest rate, your chance to lock it down and get in the game. Of course, it's about Liam Coen. How did he do at his press conference? Messed up Duval, said all the right things. Who cares? Just win. Or glad TL was there. That's crucial going forward.
I mean, of all those answers, I'm not super attached to any of them. Just show me that sign of the, coach and QB together. Give me the 4th one.
Okay, good. Emmanuel?
Duval.
That's what you remember.
That's what you remember.
Yeah, but that's
Damn
not what
you.
that's not.
Damn you, E.
It wasn't the most important thing. How was the phrase exactly? The question? What will you take
How did
from?
Liam Coen do at the presser today?
Okay, yeah.
The Duval said all the right things. Who
That's
cares?
fair.
Just win. Glad TL was there. This is great because you two both hit the 2 least.
Huh.
How about that? Who cares? Just win.
Yeah.
47%.
That's fair.
Said all the right things, 31%. Messed up Duval, 18%. 3.2. Glad TL was there.
I was glad it was there.
Yeah.
He was supposed to be there. Like, I expected him to be there.
I didn't see Dak at Shotty's yesterday. Maybe he was there.
But I don't expect Dak to be there. I expect
But
that
Caleb
from
was at
T-Lo.
Ben Johnson's.
Yeah.
Right.
So I thought
I'm not giving Trevor any extra credit.
No.
Whatever.
I'm glad he was there.
This is, look, at the end of the day, Cohen said it yesterday. He's going to be tied to Trevor Lawrence's improvement. If Trevor Lawrence doesn't become the consistent playoff winning quarterback, then Liam Coen is not going to have a second contract.
Yeah.
So it's all on that's at the end of the day. That's what we're finally in a position, I feel like, to find out.
Yes. Thank you. I agree with that. We are on the same page.
You get a new start with a roster
more
and a team and
excuses.
experience. It's
Here
a
we
lot
go.
better than 4-13.
Yeah. Visit DreamFindersHomes.com for all your home building information. First-time homeowners, man. Take advantage and tell them Dream Finders Danny sent you. So we have over 700 votes, a couple hours left. You'll post that on the social media channels if you would like to
That's a good on the
vote.
text line.
Yes, sir.
That Duval reminds me of that commercial about high tide. Instead of roll tide.
Very good.
That's a good one. All right, come back.
Damn you people.
The 10-minute drill.
Why, Googans?
Yeah.
Why do we pick the one thing he messed up?
10-minute drill.
Get out Vuitton loafers.
10-minute drill. It's
Beautiful family.
And by the way,
His
Jackson
dad is a coach.
Hey, by the way, Jackson and Callahan.
As
this
good
guy
as it
not
gets.
know where it's coming. He's gonna have a little girl named Yuli next year.
Yes.
All right, you're listening to the drill. We're back with a 10-minute drill. It's a Catlin Truck Accessories Tuesday.
This is your Duval Minute.
There you go.
Brought to you by Lift Power, your turnkey solution for all warehouse needs.
Play it again, E. Let me hear it during the Duval minute. Let me hear it. Sorry, real quick. I got to hear it. Lift Power's got it. I know, but we only got a minute, so you better hurry up. Fire it up. You're choking. Duval. Okay. Well, don't worry, Liam. It's going to be just fine. Hey, listen, after we win that home opener next year against Seattle, then you're going to go ahead and shout it loud and proud in front of the... Thank you. Thank you. And that is your Duval Minute, brought to you by Lift Power. Lift Power, a winner. They're always looking for experienced lift truck and dock and door technicians in the Jacksonville area. Sorry, he hit the horn. The benefits include a 401k, a company vehicle, paid training, a sign-on bonus. Come see why Lift Power year in and year out is voted one of the best places to work in all of Jacksonville. It's rapidly growing, family-owned and operated. Man, the Hunes are such great people. They've been part of Jacksonville for more than 50 years. Man, if you want to be part of a great family, don't let this opportunity slip by. Learn more. Just go to liftpower.com. That's liftpower.com.
The drill from the studios at Republic Services. We'll handle it from here.
When the game's on the line against a huge rival and my first ever SEC game, my teammates and my coaches, they were willing to put it in my hands in that moment. That meant the world to me.
I'm Tim Tebow on 1010XL.
Man, I couldn't be any happier than to be part of the George Moore Chevrolet family. And when I say family, I'm telling you, that's how you'll be treated when you head over to that beautiful showroom off Atlantic Boulevard. From Justin Moore all the way down. Great folks, great people, there to help, there to get you a car, a truck. I got my boy Blue. If you want a pre-owned, if you want an SUV, electric, you name it, George Moore Chevrolet's got it. And if you can't make it over to Atlantic Boulevard, then, or even if you're going there, we suggest you go and visit morechevy.com. Why? So easy to navigate. All the vehicles, sales, service, and parts. Never been more easy to use. It's George Moore Chevrolet, ganging together. Let's drive.
The Electric Light Orchestra Experience featuring Evil Woman, the American ELO. A concert celebration featuring the music of Electric Light Orchestra. It's February 5th at Jacksonville Center for the Performing Arts. Tickets at fscjartistseries.org.
DivorceMenOnly.com. This is Kenny Lay of Kenny Lay & Associates. Our firm specializes in representing men in family law. That's all we do. That's our only focus. We can help with all of your family law needs, such as divorce, custody, alimony, and child support. For over a decade, we have helped thousands of men with these types of issues. We even have an appellate division ready to challenge a judge's ruling. If you need a family law attorney, go to DivorceMenOnly.com. DivorceMenOnly.com. Offices, Jacksonville.
A lot of companies will tell you they're the best. At Custom Tree Surgeons, they show you every time. Custom Tree Surgeons has built an all-pro team. Every tree service professional has years of experience, continually trained and certified. They know what, when, and how to handle any job. It gets done efficiently and quickly by a team of experts. So for tree trimming, removal, stump grinding, and emergency services, forget any name other than Custom Tree Surgeons. There is no job they can't do better. Go to website CustomTreeSurgeons.com. That's CustomTreeSurgeons.com, and let them show you how the job is supposed to get done.
Ladies and gentlemen, boaters and landlubbers, friends, four-legged and two, this is Lisa the Botanista with a huge announcement. Freedom Boat Club is opening a brand new 4th location. That's right, Freedom Boat Club St. Augustine Shipyard is now open. Now members can enjoy unlimited access at Julington Creek, Jacksonville Beach, St. Augustine Comanche Cove, and St. Augustine Shipyard. Freedom Boat Club members also enjoy reciprocal access to over 400 locations across the world. There's never been a better time to join. We are offering our biggest discount ever to celebrate our brand new location. We own and maintain an entire fleet of boats. Join the club, and as often as you like, you can do water sports, inshore fishing, offshore fishing, sandbar hopping, dining on the water, or just cruising around town. Visit us at the St. Augustine Shipyard or stop by any of our locations to see what the Boatsiers experience is all about. Visit us at freedomboatclub.com.
PRP treatment is kind of the thing these days, and in many cases, it eliminates the need for surgery. This is Sheridan Tootin, and my experience with PRP from Southeast Orthopedic Specialist has been nothing short of great. I'm really feeling much better now. Ask your Southeast Orthopedic Specialist doctor about PRP treatment.
This is Dr. Kevin Murphy with Southeast Orthopedic Specialists, where athletes are treated like pros.
Relieve pain and get back to life. Southeast Orthopedic Specialists.
It's about the hunt.
Captain Kevin Favor here with Captain Kirk and Jeff Lagerman.
We take you from the water to the wood.
On the Nimnicht Outdoors Show. Presented by Duck Rooter Plumbing, Septic and Air Conditioning.
Let's go to the woods, y'all.
Saturday mornings from 7 to 10 on 1010XL.
It's New Year's resolution time, like fixing that leaky faucet, unplugging that drain, or getting your AC ready for the summer. Start the year off right with Duck Rooter Plumbing, Septic and Air Conditioning. Call us today at 904-862-6769. Because when you're stuck, call the Duck.
Tired of a plain and boring backyard? Stonecore on Phillips Highway is your one-stop choice to beautify your home. With pavers, stonework, outdoor kitchens, fireplaces, pergolas, and driveways. Visit stonecore.co. We do outdoors better.
Bull riding. The perfect fusion of strength, skill, and pure willpower. Professional bull riders aren't just athletes. They're daredevils with cowboy souls. Come experience the true modern West, where 8 seconds of glory will create a lifetime of memories. It's the Michelob Ultra PBR Jacksonville at ViStar Veterans Memorial Arena, February 22nd and 23rd. Tickets available at Ticketmaster.com and PBR.com. Hold on tight. The ride of your life is about to begin.
Denny Thompson here. Tyson Sound & Security has a huge prize sweepstakes now through the big game. I'm talking a 75-inch loaded Samsung TV with 3D surround sound, a sound bar with wireless subwoofer, and installation is included. Stop by the new showroom, check out the setup, and drop your name in the box for your chance to win the $2,500 prize now through February 9th. Tyson Sound & Security now at 3555 U.S. Highway 17 in Fleming, Iowa.
Mia here. When it comes to roofing, whether it be shingles, metal, or most repairs, there is one name that has protected your home since 1999. Pro-Jax Roofing. Serving all of Northeast Florida, Mike and his guys have been repairing and replacing roofs for 25 years. Need insurance help? Mike's team can help. Raised in a military family, Mike provides great attention to detail with unparalleled quality and workmanship. They also have warranties, so you can have peace of mind. Call Mike today for a free estimate or online at projaxroofingfl.com.
Transform your bathroom with stunning shower glass from Sky Glass Solutions in Jacksonville Beach. For a free quote, call 904-608-5151 or visit skyglasssolutions.com.
1010XL is presented by Farah & Farah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Protecting you and your family. Call 396-5555. Jacksonville. Now, the 10-minute drill.
This is a big one.
Brought to you by
Advanced Business Solutions.
your local authorized Xerox dealer on 1010XL.
Let's go, let's go, let's go.
Hit it.
Yo, I'm tired because I not only watched, but then I rewatched it in its entirety. So I didn't get much sleep coming off of TGL Week 4.
That was a great night.
Great, maybe a little strong, but it's growing.
Sports concepts and rationalizations, 10-minute drill. E, at the end of the drill, what are we handing out? Evil woman? Evil woman,
I got 2 tickets to the Electric Light Orchestra Experience featuring Evil Woman.
Darn right it is.
The American ELO.
Evil
It's happening
woman.
on Wednesday, February 5th at
Here I was
7:30
all
p.m.
this time thinking it was Medieval Woman.
At the Jacksonville Center for Performing Arts. This is all a part of the FSCJ Artist Series.
So now.
Thank you.
We got through it.
It was Medieval Woman.
You got through it. All right, so yeah, TGL was terrific last night. It was Tiger v. Rory.
Yeah. Tiger, by the way,
had
looked
drama.
awake. That helped. Like the first one, he's all swollen, puffy. Tiger looks like he's half asleep. Last night, he looked like he was having fun.
And again, Reimer would do himself proud, and we would double the ratings if he would pluck you and I out of Jacksonville and let us do the Tuesday night show. And because, let me tell you something.
It's cringy.
Matt Berry's scared to talk to somebody.
It's cringy.
And Tiger, I don't give a crap.
Yeah.
Tiger, okay, so the not early on, because I was watching, I was still at the stadium. And so I'm looking down. So I didn't have it until I got back to the station. Then I watched the end of it, and it was very good. It was competitive.
Yes, it went down to the end, down to closer to the pit.
But we had a situation in TGL where you got Tiger v. Rory from 40 yards. Do you remember that early on?
Yeah.
And Rory airmailed it over.
There's something about those short shots.
It's not quite. It's not. Or whatever. Anyway, I don't care. And then Tiger comes up.
I wonder this real quick.
Okay, go ahead.
I wonder, though, they probably don't play enough in that simulated, but there's clearly I've seen them airmail from short distance more than ever. I hope it doesn't affect them when they go play real golf.
I doubt it will.
Me too.
But here's what's got to happen, okay? So Tiger now is hitting from 40 yards, and Rory's just screwed up.
Right.
Tiger is one of the great needlers of all time.
Sure.
Right there, Matt Berry's got to be Tiger. And Tiger, hey, Matt, watch this. Just chill out with me for a second here. I'm over this 40-yarder. I go 8 feet easy. Don't even worry about it. As he's hitting the ball, I go, bang. That's what they need.
Yeah.
We can't just suddenly,
let's
be quiet.
Right.
Tiger his,
I would also encourage.
Bust his chops right up there. Hey, Tiger, Noonan.
I would encourage the crowd to scream in their backswing.
Yes.
Do it all.
Do it all.
No holds barred.
Fun.
But it was better yesterday.
But Tom Kim had emotion.
Yeah.
Adam Scott drained a long putt to send it to overtime.
Tiger threw the hammer. They threw the hammer on Tiger.
He made a putt. He went around.
Spiked it down.
Yeah, that was good.
Yeah.
That's what they need.
But it was competitive, and I don't know if they intentionally ratchet it up and some of that emotion is fake or not, but it needs it. Yeah. I'm with you, though.
I'll be curious, though, because
beyond.
Go ahead.
To me, their announcers are. This is a dangerous place to get as a TV program.
Yeah.
To me, it's past. I don't really enjoy the work the announcers are doing. It's now cringy. I don't want to hear how Matt Berry is going to interact with these guys.
That's
it makes
bad.
me cringe. It makes me anxious.
Yeah, you shouldn't be that.
So I have to hit mute. And so now I'm missing part of what this TV show is supposed to be all about. But from the golf, and I'm picking, I think what happens too, and I was quick to judge, I can't follow, this is stupid, to watching it week after week after week and getting a better idea of how far that ball's going when you see it in the air on the screen.
Mm-hmm.
Because there was some unknown with that. You see it flying. Is that long? Is it short? What's going on? But it grew on you, and it's gotten a little bit better the last 2 weeks. It's ratcheted up. Last week was better, and then this week was better than last week, and this week happens to coincide with Tiger and Rory. I'll be curious to see the TV ratings. The best they've done is 1.06 million, which is less than a hockey game. So we'll see if Tiger and Rory, and now some, I think they want to be on Monday night. They've been pushed off of Monday night because of football the last 2 weeks. So that'll help, I think. Monday night is a more known kind of sports night. So.
It's good for them, too, because if they got tournaments and such, Tuesday is a little late.
Right.
Because then they got travel.
But there's
Wednesday.
a little issue here because you got guys that are playing this, and yet on the PGA Tour, no one's playing. That's kind of been an early storyline. I think they had 10 people withdraw last week.
Yeah.
Here's the other side. All right, we open up all these revenue streams for y'all, and you want to kill the main golden goose.
Right.
The tour.
Yeah.
And
Can't
that's
do that.
happening.
That's a good point.
Yeah.
There's a lot to talk about with Stewart today. I heard Dottie Pepper, and we'll do this at Brunch with the Tour a little bit later, but Dottie Pepper was talking about the pace of play. It took him 3 hours to play the front.
It's ridiculous.
I mean, it's
just, and by the way, this isn't hard. You got a shot clock, one-time warning, second time you lose a stroke, and you'll be amazed how fast they can hit the ball, Dan.
Yeah,
You'll be amazed that they don't need to step back and look at it for a third time if they're actually going to sacrifice a stroke. And golf is a game that trickles down. You shouldn't play 3 hours on your home course. And when you send that message, new players starting will. Fast golf is better than good golf.
But anyway, yeah. But I enjoyed TGL almost as much as I enjoyed Caleb Love's heave from beyond half court.
That was crazy.
To tie a game against Iowa State and then go into overtime and win.
Those three-quarter shots, they go in every now and then. They very rarely mean anything. They never go in as the last shot in a game where you're down 3.
The great thing was the commentator, the color guy, I think it might have been Fran Fraschilla, but I don't know who. He goes,
I think it was.
There was like 2.2 seconds left, and he goes, hey, I got to get it down the court. Oh, that's not far number. And then he heaves it. Ah!
That was crazy.
That was good.
Yeah, that was good.
Yeah. I saw this number.
And Cooper Flagg, by the way, just quick college basketball, is the best prospect to come along in college basketball since pick a guy.
Yeah.
Right.
Where you got to go? Kareem Lou Alcindor? I mean, how far back do you go? Because now and forever, that guy would go to the league, right? So we don't know what LeBron would have been as a college basketball force, or Kobe, or a lot of them. And there have been great players come in, but man, I don't know if they've had the kind of impact and season that this kid is having at Duke. And by the way, while we're on it, credit to Duke. You went from Coach K, and you've got a guy that has you in the top 5 that's recruiting top talent, and John Shire was an excellent pick, and he's probably going to be at Duke for the next 30 years, and they're going to be a constant contender. Yeah, I don't see how you can't.
Okay.
And by the way, the best rookie in the league is a guy from Duke last year. Remember that for the Sixers? Is it Jared McCain?
Yeah, McCain. Yeah.
That dude's got a lot of, let's just say, confidence.
Yeah. Listen to these numbers, and I'm impressed with it. I was telling you about him in the break, but I'm getting a man crush on Josh Hart, my Nick. And in the last, 20 games, 18, 12, 9, 9, 17, 14, 11, 13, 11, 14, 16, 7, 14, 15, 11, 13, 12 rebounds.
Yeah, and he's not a big guy.
Guy's 6'4".
Yeah, he gets a lot of triple doubles.
I mean, that's
he's
just
a well-rounded player. He's a good player. Yeah, he's just the kind of guy you need on your team.
It's just hustle and want to, right?
Well, no, he's a better player than a starter, but he's a role player.
Right.
He may actually start for you now. I don't know.
Oh, he does. But it's weird, isn't it? Like, because he's a triple-double guy, but he's not. In other words,
I've always liked him.
I guess I'd say you don't want him to have the ball.
Did you get him from where? The Clippers, maybe? Where did he come from?
Who did we get him from? I don't even remember.
Where was Josh Hart start?
Yeah. He's been
Pelicans, maybe?
Yeah, I feel like it was the Pelicans.
I feel like he's been with the Clippers, too, but maybe not.
Yeah.
Is it Pelicans where he came from? He's been a good player, no?
Yeah. Oh, man.
And by the way, that Villanova team, right? And don't you have? No, you have 2 now. You had 3 before you got rid of the redheaded dude.
No, we got Bridges too now.
He played on that team,
Bridges.
but he wasn't on that.
He was a younger guy on that team. I think we looked it up.
Yeah, you know who else a good basketball player?
Who?
Kendall Prophet.
Yes, we Kendall Prophet.
She put up 50 last night.
Did he show you? She sent us a thank you card, by the way.
Yes.
Last year's Lockett Law High School.
Handwritten thank
very
you
sweet.
card.
So good for her. 50 last night, huh?
Yeah.
What grade was she in again? 3rd? I can't remember. She was young. 7th grade, was she? 8th?
We got
9th? I mean, so she was like 7.
9th, right?
Yeah, crazy.
Yeah.
Good for you, Kendall.
Yeah. Shout out to Kendall. He came from Portland.
Portland. Yeah.
Lakers first.
Lakers,
Oh,
sure.
that's right.
Yeah. He may have been on the championship team.
You think you guys could use him?
Man, that and a big
When
man.
did he leave the Lakers? Was he on the 2020 team or no?
No, he left 19. 2020
before.
was Pelicans.
Nah, that's a bad move. Poor timing there because the Lakers won it.
Yeah, well, I think he was traded.
Yeah, for sure.
Let's see where his I know we trade. I think we got him at the deadline. I think it was one of those type things, with the Blazers.
Yeah, I don't.
He signed a nice deal with the Knicks, but it's a very affordable
You gave
deal.
up Zach Randolph for him. Yeah, I remember that.
Zebo.
Zach Randolph was a good player.
Yeah, he was. He was a mercurial is what he was. Mercurial talent.
He was in the package trade for Anthony Davis.
Okay, well then, if you do that, then
So you can't really fault the Lakers for that one. We had a big 4-way deal with them to get him. We got him and 2 guys I've never heard of. And golly, these are confusing just to even look at. 2nd-round picks and all kinds of nonsense going on. So, yeah, he's been traded a bunch. Anyway, a lot to do. We got a lot of football to get into. I saw that let's come back and do this. I saw that Sticks Jeremiah was putting out his top 50.
Okay.
And he said he had 16 defensive linemen in there.
Okay.
Which got me thinking.
Take one in round 2?
Well,
let's go big at receiver or somewhere.
I don't know. I mean,
Genty. How about trade down and get Genty and change that running back room? He did it with a rookie.
Clearly, my man's going to revamp that O-line.
Bucky Irving was. Where was he? Was he where was Bucky Irving's college? And what round did they take him in? Did the Bucs do what everyone's done and all these great running backs are getting in round 2 and 3? Because I don't want to use the 5th
4th round selection. Yeah. University of Oregon.
I mean, yeah, that's right.
125th pick.
It's just crazy, dude. I mean, so I don't want to use the 5th pick on Genty.
No.
Ever. But I'll use the 21st pick if you know you can get him. Will he last that long?
Bucky Irvin is was terrific.
Yeah, for sure. He was. Look, Rashad.
You remember him in Oregon?
No,
I don't.
No. Well, Oregon in there, falling apart in crucial matters doesn't help.
Yeah.
Not making the playoff and that kind of thing.
All right, 641-1010. That's the number to call. Come kind, come courteous, come correct. Tell them what they're going to take home.
That's going to get you 2 tickets to the Electric Light Orchestra experience featuring Evil Woman, the American ELO on Wednesday, February 5th at 7:30 at the Jacksonville Center of Performing Arts. All this is a part of FSCJ's Artist Series. All you got to do is holler at your boy right now.
Holla!
904-641-1010.
Holla!
The Drill on 1010XL. From the studios of Republic Services, we'll handle it from here. Your radio highlight reel.
Caught for the touchdown!
1010XL, home of the Jacksonville Jaguars.
Do the Garber wiggle, Garber wiggle, 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 Garber wiggle.
Garber Automall is home of the lifetime warranty. Every new Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, Ram, Chevy, Buick, GMC, and Ford comes with a lifetime warranty. At Garber Automall, your purchase is covered for life. Visit us in Green Cove Springs or at GarberAutomall.com. And remember, at Garber Automall, there's always a little room for wiggle.
Garber wiggle, Garber wiggle, 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 Garber wiggle.
Hey, it's one of life's most important decisions. If you're 18 years or older, you just got married, you just got divorced, you have children. Of course, you want to take care of your family. That's why I'm here to tell you about our guy, Matt Hinson, in the Hinson Law Firm. Matt's the attorney. I'm not. But we both want to ask the question, have you done your last will? Get it on your list to do in 2025, man. Don't wait. It gets the assets to the people that you choose. Also helps minimize income, gift, and estate taxes as well. Matt Hinson's your guy. He's going to listen. He's going to help you with some tough decisions. He's going to provide you the information needed. So it's an easy choice. The Hinson Law Firm. You got questions? Reach out to Matty. He's got the answers. 527-1700, 904-527-1700. Office is Jacksonville, Florida. And gang, don't let the state decide your fate.
With Hard Rock Bet for Big Game 59 because we're rolling out over $5.9 million in bonus bets. The big game kicks off Sunday in New Orleans, but get your share of Big Easy bonus bets now so you can place more bets on us instead of using your own cash. It's the big game rollout. $5.9 million in promos only on Hard Rock Bet. Offered by the Seminole Tribe of Florida. Must be 21 plus and physically present in Florida to wager. Terms and conditions apply. Concerned about gambling? Please call 1-888-ADMITTED.
If you've played sports or still lead an active life, chances are joint pain is nothing new. This is Dr. George Barry of Barry Orthopedics, and we like to be your option when it comes to taking care of your body and getting back in the game. From shoulders to elbows to hip and knee pain, Barry Orthopedics can diagnose and treat a variety of injuries that are causing you pain. We are Barry Orthopedics and online at barryorthopedics.com. With more than 30 years of experience, our team is here to care for your entire family.
Find out more at barryorthopedics.com. That's BAHRI orthopedics.com.
Hi, Jags fans. Walker Little here for my friends at Kingfish Pest Control. Playing offensive line in the NFL, I must block and protect on every down. When it comes to keeping my home pest-free, I expect that same level of protection. So I contacted Kingfish after seeing thousands of positive online customer reviews about their service. I can confirm from personal experience, bugs don't stand a chance getting past Kingfish Pest Control. Do what I did. Reach out to Kingfish Pest Control to protect your home, a proud partner of your Jacksonville Jaguars.
We don't have too many cold nights on the First Coast, but when the temperature drops, you want to hit the heat button and warm up. That's where Florida Home comes in. They're the AC experts in Jacksonville, and the importance of keeping your heating system in good working order is really important. If it stops working when it gets cooler, Florida Home will leap into action and provide you with the best solution. Heater and heat pump repair service and new system installation. They do it all. Just call Florida Home AC at 777-4300, the official heating and AC partner of the Jaguars.
It's the Gator Podcast Channel with Frank Frangie and me, Dan Hicken, on all things Gators. Hacker and Denny Thompson have Gator Bites, and you can find them wherever you find podcasts or at 1010XL.com. Presented by Southeast Orthopedic Specialists.
Living on Amelia Island, having fun in Fernandina Beach? No matter what brings you to the fun, cozy town, make sure you check out the tap room at Mokama Beer Company. With a full flight of craft creations, from the Cosmico IPA to the Motor, the perfect Pilsners and Lagers, matching memories and some Mokama magic is what it's all about. Mokama Beer Company in Fernandina Beach.
near the big water where the sun is born. And look for more Mokama craft at your local Total Wine or ABC Liquors.
Find Florida Gators basketball on 1010XL. Brought to you by Renewal by Anderson, the official window and door replacement partner of the Florida Gators. And by Farah and Farah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars.
I'm here with Clayton Bromberg of Underwood. Underwood has completed 75 years in business, and now you are starting your next 75 years. If you were going to simplify things, what is the single most important thing in Underwood's history, and what will be the most important thing in your future?
Frank, that's simple. Our honesty and integrity. You know, our founder, H.F. Underwood's favorite saying was, know the truth and tell the truth. That's why we're the longest-standing member of the American Gem Society in Florida. Because we know you have to have the knowledge about gemstones before you can tell the truth about them. That's why we continue to educate our staff through the Gemological Institute of America and the American Gem Society. In fact, today, Underwood's has the largest American Gem Society credentialed staff of professionals east of the Mississippi River. So come by and see why we're looking forward to the next 75 years and let one of our experts assist you.
That's at Underwood's, serving excellence since 1928. In San Marco, Avondale, the shops of Ponte Vedra, Underwood Jewelers.
Hey, nice job, Pete. I like those clean lines. Fellas, do we have anyone that can get to Greenport today?
At Corey's Landscaping, the staffing plan is in the weeds.
Anthony, we need that leaf blower over here. 3 more new customer requests just came in. Who wants to work some overtime?
He needs to dig up quality landscapers and fast.
I need Indeed.
Indeed you do. When you sponsor a job on Indeed, it's easier for talented candidates to find it, which makes it easier for you to hire them. Visit Indeed.com/credit and get $75 towards your first sponsored job. Terms and conditions apply.
1010XL is presented by Farah and Farah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Protecting you and your family. Call 396-5555. Jacksonville.
Every day I'm hustling. 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 Every day I'm
Hustling.
Who you suckers think you're tripping with? Yeah.
Liam Coen press conference yesterday. It was was good. It was fine. Had no problem with it. I saw our boy Marone went back to the Patriots, by the way, back in the NFL.
Dougie Doug.
Doug.
He was in Alabama. He was in Alabama, right?
We were not going to hire. No, he was in Boston College with his buddy Bill O'Brien. He's been all over the place.
Yeah.
So Sticks Jeremiah, I mentioned, released a mock and his top 50 as well. In his mock, he has Abdul Carter going 1 to Tennessee. You chuckle, I know.
Because that name comes up a lot in this show.
It does. I mean, the guys, they love the guy, man. The scouts love this guy, okay?
Because he went to Penn State and he wore number 11.
I don't think so. I hope not. Travis Hunter to Cleveland, number 2, which would be interesting. That would say
DB.
Well, what are you going to do? A QB, Cleveland.
Yeah.
Then the Giants would jump on Cam Ward. New England will go offensive tackle. This is Sticks Jeremiah. He's got Jags taking Mason Graham, which is fine. I got no problem building inside out. I got no problem trying it a different way. One of the cleaner evaluations in the draft. Unbelievable quickness, balance, and instincts. Well, man, let's go get him then. You know, I mean, that would get Shador to Vegas, which would probably be joyful for the Sanders clan. Pete Carroll, I mean.
Tom Brady.
Yeah.
So, and what pick is that?
6.
I just, again, if Shador Sanders is the 6th best talent in the draft, or is Cam gone yet? I'm sorry.
Yeah, he went 3rd.
Okay, if Cam is 3rd and Shador is 6th, I would suggest to you that the Titans are making a colossal mistake not using this opportunity to have their pick of the quarterbacks to not try again at quarterback.
Right.
I just think, I mean, that's not, I don't care if he is Micah Parsons, he's not going to turn you around. Only a quarterback is going to do that. And now look, if they're not 3rd best talent or 6th best talent, okay. If the best quarterback is a 2nd rounder, and it happens every now and then, or is E.J. Manuel or Blaine Gabbert, okay. But if you got guys that are picked 3rd, and I mean, like I'm looking at one of these talent evaluators' rankings of the players at the Senior Bowl. Cam Ward, number 1, Abdul Carter, number 2. I mean, if they're close, Which, look, so I'm all for being a division rival. The Titans going edge rusher.
The Jets, then Tyler Warren, that tight end. Aaron Glenn had his introductory press conference yesterday as well.
I thought he was, we're the New York bleeping Jets. Yeah, that's the problem, Aaron. You're the New York Jets.
Yeah, Aaron on Aaron was like, we'll evaluate.
Yeah.
I thought he did well, though. He did fine. And
did what he was supposed to do.
I just thought he misjudged what everyone thinks of the Jets. That's all of it.
I think outside, yes, but
yeah,
that's the kind of thing that pumps up the fan base.
Yeah, or it makes them if somebody. Yeah. Anyway, I think Aaron Glenn's a fine choice. We're talking about press conferences here, not.
Anyway, a couple others from the mock, from Jeremiah's mock. Tet McMillan, 8th. So
I'm not taking a receiver 5th either.
No,
I'm not. I'm not. There's too many of them in rounds 2 and 3 if you find the right ones. Yeah. That's what we haven't done.
Yeah.
Bucky Irving's a round 4 pick. Yeah. Better than either one of our running backs.
He's got Tyler Booker going 10th to Chicago.
Booker who?
He's an interior offensive lineman.
Yeah, never heard
from Alabama.
Yeah.
Genty to the Cowboys.
Oh, that's a good that if there's one match that's made perfectly, it's that one.
Yeah.
But the Cowboys will probably panic and trade up to get him. That sounds like a Jerry move.
Will Johnson is a polarizing player around the league.
Yeah, then I don't want him.
Provides size and production, but some questions emerged about his tackling and top speed in 2024. So there's questions about Will. He's going to the Dirty Birds at 15. Not too many questions if you're a top 15 pick. But in other words, why isn't he in the top 5?
You know who's going to be this year's feast or famine guy? It's going to be that. Is it Michael Williams or does he pronounce it Mikel Williams for Georgia? Michael Williams, Mykel.
Yes.
Because all year long he's been projected, and it doesn't translate, but he's that airport guy, and he's just, it's going to be interesting to see where he's maintaining a spot up there, even though the production didn't necessarily come.
He's got the Chargers and Harbaugh taking Colston Loveland, the tight end from Michigan. Well, Harbaugh would know him.
What pick is that?
22.
Okay.
I like this guy, Green Bay, Shamar Stewart. That's that edge rusher from A&M. I like that kid. I wouldn't mind trading back and getting him. Tiki Burden to the Texans. Texas, by the way, quietly, I don't know when we talked about it. So a year ago, everybody wanted to hire Bobby Slowick.
The OC?
He got fired.
Wow, really? Yeah. I mean, does he play offensive line? Seems like that's a problem that they can't get fixed, the O-line. They have an all-pro. I mean, at least they got that as a start. It shows you it's more than that.
Ravens taking, and I don't know how to say his name. Sorry, Azariah. Is that the FSU kid? Azariah Thomas, a corner from FSU.
Good luck with that.
Wow. Anyway, James Pierce all the way down to 32. So remember, he was number 1 in the mocks.
He never showed up, Hick.
Yeah.
I watched a lot of Tennessee football this year. He had a big play in one of those, Alabama maybe. He made a play. I don't remember which game, but he never showed up.
But in listening to Liam Coen, you certainly get the feeling, and this is why the Walker Little signing is strange. I don't know how.
What happened before he got here?
Well, I know, but I don't know how you're going to fix I feel like
the salary implications.
No. Well, I mean, I just feel like he wants to revamp the offensive line, but really, I think Sheriff's the only one who we know in all likelihood won't be back.
You can revamp the entire interior 3 if you want, no problem.
Well, I don't know. You're contractually, you threw some cash, 2-year deal.
At some point, you're going to have to eat the cash and upgrade the player. That's kind of what I'm saying. Upgrade the player everywhere you can.
I know you say
find a better player for a cheaper cost. A rookie.
Well, sure. Yeah. But you also don't want to cut a guy who, like Mitch Morse wasn't.
Don't cut him yet.
Mitch Morse did fine last year.
Yeah, did fine. Got us nowhere. Our offense was terrible.
Yeah.
So I don't know what did fine means. We're terrible.
Our friend John Bachman sent me the.
Yeah, that's fine. Yeah, that'll work. That'll work. Listen, Liam Coen recognizes everything that he's got to work with. He recognizes both the challenge and the opportunity of building something literally from the ground up like the stadium. But he doesn't feel he's got to build this football team. He feels this football team is a lot better than a 4-win team. He's going to call the plays. He's got a lot of belief in Trevor Lawrence. He needs to have belief in Trevor Lawrence. I think Trevor Lawrence is exactly what he expects when you're the number 1 pick and everything that comes along with it. You're not butthurt that no one that not everyone believes in you. You desperately want to win, and you think you can win. And Coen thinks he can win with Trevor. Here he is, the new head coach on the important relationship with the franchise quarterback.
I was telling Trevor this the other day that I've watched him play, live as a freshman in high school. It was Buford High School against Carrollwood? Cartersville? Excuse me.
Damn it!
Sorry, I was in the South. I was in Georgia,
crazy.
man. That's all I knew. And I was seeing this freshman in high school play the position at a high level, standing tall, making throws, delivering. And I walked out of there like, man, this is different. I had no idea who he was. And then you fast forward to now, right? How do we make Trevor Lawrence and this offense as dynamic and explosive as we can be, right? We've got to build it around him as well, right? We've got to make every part of this about improvement, and he will be a part of that process. He's earned that right. I cannot respect his toughness and mentality and work ethic more than I do already from afar. And this will all be about Trevor right now.
All about Trevor.
It's good. It needs to be. That's where we're at.
Trevor. That's where we are.
This is the last chance to find out where we're at here. Yeah. It's going to be the next 3 years. And by the way, don't kid yourself. If Trevor doesn't take this team where the expected number one quarterback takes him, Liam Cohen's first job in the NFL is not going to last long. He won't have a second quarterback.
He said he wanted savages. I said, we have a savage.
Darnell.
Yeah.
Check that.
It's, they interviewed a couple defensive coordinator candidates. I guess Heath Farwell's staying. So as far as the staff is starting,
well, that's a good one. That's smart to recognize. We got one guy who's above the competition. He's got 2 All-Pros. His unit does great.
Yeah. So anyway,
probably easy to jive with a special teams coach, right? There's not a lot of philosophical differences there.
Yeah.
Head coaches don't play the special team game. They tell me what works.
Yeah. So anyway, we'll see. All right, let's do this. We'll keep it rolling here. We got Brunch with a Tour in the 8 o'clock hour. A lot more as well coming up. This is The Drill on 1010XL 92.5 FM.
The Drill on 1010XL. From the studios of Republic Services, we'll handle it from here.
Ready? I'm... Fight for it!
This is 1010XL.
Fire!
Jacksonville Sports Radio. Now you can watch 1010XL shows all day on X, Facebook, and YouTube. Brought to you by MyBookie. Experience Vegas from the comfort of your phone anytime, anywhere. Sign up today. Use promo code 1010XL.
Mike Dempsey here. All right, we're almost a month into the new year. How's that resolution to drop your first 20 to 25 pounds going? Didn't happen? Yeah, well, that's probably because you didn't call Awaken 180 weight loss. I did, and in just 4 weeks, I dropped 23 pounds and was at my goal. But here's the crazy part. It didn't stop there. It was so easy, I kept going. Did it another week. Next thing I know, I'm down 27 pounds. That's right, 27. You know what's wild? I can still see my abs again. I'm not ripped. I don't have a six-pack. But I didn't even think I had those anymore before Awaken 180. It's amazing when you see the results. Feel the results. You just want to keep pushing forward. That's what makes Awaken 180 so different. It's not some medication quick fix where the weight comes off and comes back. It's real results that you can see and feel. Fast results and lasting results. Results that make you want to keep going. To reach a goal you never thought possible. Want the same for you? Then do it. Call the solution for weight loss, Awaken 180 Weight Loss, 844-346-1800, or visit awaken180weightloss.com today.
Man, I got to tell you, the Kaproskis are doing great work for yours truly and friends and family as well. I'm talking about Craig and Chris Kaprosky, Goosehead Insurance Team. They take care of all of my insurance needs. And, you know, we think a lot alike. You know, when all of us Googans, we think about insurance. We pay a lot of monthly premiums, and so something happens, we need you to be there, and the Kaproskis are there for us, man. It's called customer service. They don't take it lightly. So if it's homeowners, auto, flood, boat insurance, small business, listen, we changed our homeowners, and my mortgage payment went down, and I got an escrow check back. I was really happy. Get an insurance checkup today. Easy to get a hold of Craig.Kaprosky at Goosehead.com. It's Craig.Kaprosky, K-O-P-R-O-S-K-I at Goosehead.com, or call 478-8422. 478-8422. Craig and Chris Kaprosky, part of the Goosehead Insurance family, part of our family as well.
All right, this is Dale Murray with Murray Automotive Group in Stark and Kingsland. Save yourself from those big city dealers and their fast-talking flim-flam tactics. No matter what your automotive need is, we've got you covered. Ford, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, Ram, and nobody beats our prices, and I mean nobody. Shazam! Plus our exclusive 15-year, 150,000-mile warranty included on every qualified vehicle. And we'll trade anything from AirPods to fishing rods. Compare our prices online at ShazamAuto.com. Then come see me, Dale Murray. I'll be waiting for you. Shazam!
You don't have to be a football star to get a signing bonus. The team at Republic Services needs your skills, and they're paying up to $5,000 for you to join the roster. You'll be joining a winner. As an essential business, the Republic Services trucks have not stopped rolling with hourly and weekly pay and better benefits and vacation packages than the rest of the league. Driver trainees, $1,000 sign-on bonus. CDL drivers, $3,000. Diesel mechanics, $5,000 bonus. Join the winning team at Republic Services today. Visit republicservices.com.
Equal opportunity employer.
The flagship station of the Jaguars. WJXL AM Jacksonville Beach. WJXL FM Jacksonville Beach.
What's happening, folks? ET here for Twin Peaks. And when I tell you Twin Peaks is the best in the game, here your favorite drafts are poured at a frosty 29 degrees. And rare barrel-aged whiskeys are served just the way you like them. It's bigger game days and bolder fight nights, too. I mean, where else can you find a scratch kitchen that always come through in the clutch every day, from lunch to late night? Only at Twin Peaks, the #1 sports bar. Stick around after the sun sets. Twin Peaks is open really late, so wind down with some bourbon and some late night bites. Come on, somebody.
New Year's resolutions. But let's be honest, by February, that gym membership is just a $50 a month guilt trip.
So why not take that cash and finally fix your leaky faucet, unclog that drain, or tune up your AC?
Duck Rooter Plumbing, Septic and Air Conditioning has your back. Start the year fresh. No leaks, no clogs, no excuses.
It's a resolution you'll actually keep.
Call Duck Rooter at 904-862-6769 today. Because when you're stuck, call the Duck. Right now, get $50 off any service of $150 or more.
Hey folks, Mike Dempsey here for Pella Windows and Doors. Look, it's kind of cooling down right now. I love opening my windows up this time of year. If you're looking to upgrade your windows in your home, I want you to visit the Pella showroom on Phillips Highway. Ask about their latest hurricane and impact-resistant windows and doors, rated #1 by Consumer Reports in all 3 main window categories. You want quality, style, and protection? Visit PellaJacks.com and the showroom on Phillips Highway just north of Bay Meadows. That's Pella Windows and Doors online at PellaJacks.com.
I'm with Greg from Cycles of Jacksonville. No matter the weather, Triumph has an unbelievable selection of rides where you can get out and just enjoy the highway.
They do. The new Rocket is out, the new color schemes, the Tiger 1200, which has been revamped. These bikes are nice, gorgeous, and ready to ride.
And if you want to take a look at the selection, they can just roll into the showroom and see a full variety.
We've got them all in stock and ready to go.
So if you log on, cyclesofjacksonville.com, search the Triumph line, and then head into the showroom. You'll be impressed. Cycles of Jacksonville.
Instant Keys. You don't have to go to the dealer. Instant Keys comes to you. Call 904-722-1111.
Instant Keys saves the day if you've lost or broken keys. They can program new keys and remotes for nearly every make and model of vehicle at a fraction of the dealership cost. Fast, honest, and reliable locksmith service. Call Instant Keys, 722-1111.
Hello, I'm attorney Malcolm Anthony. Being charged with domestic violence can turn your life upside down. If you're in trouble, call me Malcolm Anthony at 285-4LAW. That's 285-4LAW.
Hi, I'm Mac with Baker Glass. If you've got fogged up windows, let me help. We'll replace them with clear, insulated units that brighten up your home. People say we're fast, friendly, and reliable. Just check out our Google reviews. Call me today. Baker Glass. No one treats you better.
Here's your Southeast Orthopedic Specialist local sports update, sponsored by Prize Picks. During his press conference, the newly appointed head coach of the Jaguars, Liam Coen, emphasized that the decision to remove general manager Trent Baalke was not a determining factor.
This was completely about an opportunity to work for an owner and a group of people with a group of players that needed some help.
Former Jaguar and Hall of Famer Tony Baselli, involved in the head coach search, expressed confidence in their choice.
I mean, the guy is full speed, high energy, and he was very clear and concise of what he saw the vision was. He did a great job in the interview. It was Shad's decision. He made the call, and I know I was 100% behind it.
Despite winning both games last week, the Florida Gators men's basketball team stayed at number 5 in Monday's AP Top 25 as the top 4 teams also remained unbeaten. At your Southeast Orthopedic Specialist local sports update, I'm Sam Nelson.
At 7:57, it's 56 degrees. Your time and your temp is brought to you by Bueller Air and Plumbing. Stay cooler with Bueller.
1010XL is presented by Farah and Farah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Protecting you and your family. Call 396-5555. Jacksonville.
I have a question for you, Daniel Patrick.
I love questions. Because I am the answer man.
Stormy's been many things through the years. Among those, self-glossings was Road Scout. You missed that era. It was fantastic, where Dan would go off to the Senior Bowl, come back with his can't-miss prospects. And I asked this in all seriousness.
Had some hits and some misses.
Wasn't there a day where you wouldn't have 4 NFL head coaches introduced on Monday of Senior Bowl week? Has that week lost its attraction and its appeal? It used to be every NFL coach even was in Mobile for the beginning part of the week, especially when you're doing the interviews with the prospects.
Yeah.
I was a little surprised that a majority of the Jaguars brass is sitting at a press conference in the stadium while the interviews and the Senior Bowl scouting is underway. And I don't know if the Senior Bowl has lost some of its charm through the years because of the ability now to scout and their technology and all those other things that go along with it. What's your read? I mean, I look at the talent that's there, and it's someplace we should be talking about.
The Senior Bowl.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now, I don't know if all of these prospects are what. I mean, I did see, though, it's a pretty, because you have years where, depending on the need of your franchise, the Senior Bowl doesn't juice you as much. But there are a lot of good players over there
for
right
fans.
now. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. No, the Senior Bowl has to be heavily. Listen, the Senior Bowl is a week-long convention for NFL people.
And it's really important. This first half of the week is
and there are
a lot of them leave on
There
Thursday.
are a lot of guys who maybe are out of work. Like, does Liam Coen go over to the Senior Bowl this week?
Today, I promise you, they're there.
Yeah.
Aren't they? If they didn't go last night. I mean, the practices are the 28th to the 30th. I would think that Liam Coen, in the role that he's been, I would be surprised if he weren't there.
Well, he's interviewing and building a staff. So, I don't know. But, yeah, I think that I'm sorry. Not a Lockett Law high school report, but I just saw UC and Reball play basketball last night, and there was a buzzer beater, it looks like, by UC to beat Reball. And it was like a fadeaway corner. Was it a 3-ball? I can't tell if it's a 3-ball, but, man, that's a tough shot. He made it.
That sounded LeBron-esque. Fadeaway 3-ball.
I saw Reball beat Jackson for the Gateway.
Okay.
Over the weekend.
But anyway, back to the Senior Bowl.
Here are the
I saw the big story from the Senior Bowl. Jalen Milroe's got little hands. It was shocking. It's under 9.
Ooh,
and that's a
small.
concern.
Yeah, that's smaller than our hands. He's got a trait, so he is there, and that's one of the headliners. Jackson Dart is a quarterback prospect to find himself on the rise.
Charlie Weiss Jr. is Jackson Dart's OC at Ole Miss.
Will Howard and Riley Leonard, who just played in the championship game, both those quarterbacks are at the Senior Bowl. I don't see. Can you see Riley Leonard even lasting one season in the NFL?
Charlie Weiss Jr. said this. Let me say this before Senior Bowl week starts. I've watched every snap of Jackson Dart for the last 3 years plus. Have seen his leadership and approach off the field. By next Monday, he will be considered a first-round pick.
I'm okay with that.
It's easy to wait to make that call. It's not necessary.
I
we'll
like
see.
that. I could see that. I could see that happening. There's a lot to like about Jackson Dart, who is incredibly prolific. And Ole Miss won. It's not easy to win at Ole Miss.
Right.
I mean, they had nice, double-digit win seasons. That loss in Gainesville, though, man. If you're Ole Miss, you never get it back. That was your chance. You were going to be a playoff team. Win the game in Gainesville, and you're a playoff team.
Yeah.
Just amazing. Dylan Gabriel is also at the game. That's a pretty good quarterback crop. They don't have Cam Ward or Shador.
Pretty good. Well, Shador's there. He's just not
Just not playing.
He's doing interviews.
Yeah, which is, again, such an important thing that's happening this time of the year. The wide receivers, Yeah, I'm not seeing a ton here, man.
Well, there's a lot.
Maybe Restrepo kind of gives him a Conkey vibe.
He seems a littler to me, but
Than
I don't know.
McConkey?
Yeah, but I don't know for sure. I mean, I have to see.
I mean, Kim DK's there. Is all you need to know.
Is he?
Yeah.
Wow.
That doesn't feel like a big prospect, does it? It's a strong running back class. I would not be surprised if one of these names do not end up on the Jaguars via the third or fourth round.
Okay.
Don't you think that's what they'll do? Don't you think 5 they're going to go best player, whether it's the big guy there or Travis Hunter falls? And then in the second round, they're probably going to do a lot of the same, but try and go.
I tell you the guy I love, and I again, he's kind of rated down around anywhere. I've seen him in the end of the first round to early second, is that big dude from Kentucky, Dion Walker. Is that his name?
Yeah, the guy who
like 6'8".
Yeah.
He's like a Henderson Stroud type guy. I like that guy. I'd like to get him.
He's another one, though, that had all these preseason all SEC, attention thrown on him. There's a little bit of a Pierce effect there. I think he's kind of regressed as a prospect, at least in what they're like forecasting. I don't know. We'll see.
We got to I tell you one thing we got to do as a football franchise here. We have got to get a second-round pick who can play some football.
Yeah, we've
right.
We're waiting too long on those guys.
Not a prospect, not a dadgum project. We got to get a guy who, man, they hit with that guy. No disrespect, but not Brenton Strange, who we're still waiting on. Not Mason Smith.
It's even better than Tyson Campbell, who gave us a little bit. I mean, he's probably the closest to Walker.
Laviska Shenault, number 2 pick. Jawan Taylor was a good second-round pick. DJ Chark, no. Cam Robinson was a starter. Miles Jack, good second-round pick. TJ Yeldon, no. Marquise Lee, no.
Was it
Sip,
Mojo?
no. Mojo, yes. Andre Branch, no.
Yeah, there's too many of them. That's a prime
second
position.
round, man. Get a baller, dude.
Yeah, for sure.
Get a baller. That's what we got to do, man. We got, Tony Brackens was a second round pick. That's a baller, right? Remember
Yeah.
We've had some bad second round picks. Brad Meester would be a great second round.
We had some bad first round picks. Who are we kidding?
Yeah. Oh, jeez. We got to get. It's just frustrating.
Do you? I saw this story. Interesting.
One more thing about the Jags in the roster. Because you have a new coach and a new GM coming in. One thing is, the young guys. You're on notice. GM ain't getting rid of his young guys who he handpicked.
That's right. Now it's
like
part
best
of the
player. Who's our best player?
Part of the problem was the insistence of Trent Baalke to never admit a mistake.
Right.
He would not move on from guys. Guys would come in. They wouldn't be able to contribute.
Like, I got news for you.
They'd
if
stay 3 or 4
Javon
years.
Foster and Jordan Jefferson ain't ready next training camp, see you later.
Sure. You're wasting space.
Yeah.
Upgrade.
Yeah.
Everywhere. Do not, under any circumstance, downgrade your roster unless you can't help it.
Right.
Unless you're absolutely powerless to do so. Because if you're continually upgrading, guess what's never happening? You're never getting worse. It means every year's better than the previous.
Right. So all these guys are going to be on notice, man. There's no, hey, don't worry.
They should be. Mediocrity should not be feel comfortable.
Yeah. Antonio Johnson, Yasir Abdullah.
Every one of them.
Tyler Lacey, Ventrell Miller, Brenton Strange, Tank B. You guys got to perform, man. Better.
Every one of you. Parker Washington, you guys.
We got all these linebackers, man. We got to make decisions, man.
All of them. Get them.
Also, can we get a coach's staff in who could say, okay, look, this guy's better here in the middle. He's going to be my middle linebacker. Josh Allen's better lighter or whatever. Whatever it is. Stop the tinkering nonsense.
Well, again, it's not hard. I'm keeping Trevor Lawrence. I'm keeping Brian Thomas Jr.
Mm-hmm.
I'm keeping Josh Allen.
Mm-hmm.
I'm keeping Trayvon Walker. And nobody else am I going to break a sweat if I have to switch them out in my lineup. Not one player that I did not mention do I care a whole lot about having to replace.
Right.
That's where we are. That's
Cam Little. We'll keep him.
Yeah, I'm not talking about kickers and punters.
All right.
Yeah, I refuse to. Am I Where does this Super Bowl matchup rank for you as a fan?
Way low.
You're not alone. I'm learning here in the last 24 hours
Yeah.
that America hates the Super Bowl matchup.
Yeah, I agree.
I didn't realize this as much. I thought this was on my own personal opinion, but what I'm learning, and it's becoming more and more clear, and it doesn't matter which team they're representing, it feels like if Philadelphia is playing for something, if you live in Philly, you want them to win, and if you live anywhere else, you don't like them.
Pretty much.
It's like it's gone. It used to be that way with New York City and Boston and Washington and those northeastern rivalries, but now it's like it's a badge of honor. Everyone hates Philly fan and Philly, the city. It's a disgusting place of hateful people. That's what people think.
Well, and it's funny because Tracy Wolfson, sweet lady, right? Sideline reporter, long time with Jim Nantz, right?
Yeah.
And Romo, just a real nice lady.
Very
right?
nice.
Very nice. Family
Couldn't
lady.
be nicer.
Yeah, just does
a lot of respect. Professional.
Takes her job seriously.
She's the new. If I did a whole new Hannah time, it would be her. She fits that bill. Just a good professional, hardworking, honest lady.
She went to Twitter.
Okay, is she a Philly girl?
No,
Okay.
I don't know where
She's California, isn't she? I think
No, she went to
Stanford or
Michigan.
something? Okay, that's right.
But I think
Another Big Ten school.
You're right on it. You make me laugh when you do that.
It was intentional.
She went to Cal, right?
Yeah.
No, Michigan. That's right.
Another Big Ten school. That was the idea. Come on, Yuli, let's go. Keep up.
She's single, right? Now she's married. Okay, yeah. Anyway.
I never said she was single or any of that. She got kids. No, she doesn't have any.
Yeah, that's right.
Anyway, she went to Twitter. And she felt the need
I
to.
thought she went to Michigan.
Is my point. She felt the need to go to Twitter and go, another classic. I feel for Josh Allen, the Bills, but also don't enjoy hearing all the hate on the Chiefs. I witnessed Brady and the Pats' dominance firsthand, and what Kansas is doing feels just like that. Let's take a moment and appreciate what Mahomes and the Chiefs have accomplished, and yet we don't.
You're missing the point. They hated Brady and the Pats just the same.
Yeah.
So you in trying to make a point, you're really justified. And
Brady and the Pats were around for 20 years.
Yeah, and they hated him. They hated him since after Brady was after those first couple, and then it's Belichick, and now we got Spygate right out of the gates. I mean, it didn't last long. What's interesting about the Chiefs is they're getting they're turning into villains without having any kind of controversy. They didn't deflate footballs. They didn't spy on a practice. The refs cheat for them. The NFL's got a problem, and the way they handled the problem was weak. They cheated Buffalo, and there's no denying that it was intentional because it went to replay. They looked at wrong calls. They could have corrected them, but they chose to cheat and give the Chiefs an unfair advantage.
Well,
and that's how it should be positioned, and that's how the league should have to answer it.
Brady got some breaks in Arrowhead. I remember that.
I'm talking about right now, this game this weekend.
Yeah. Oh, I know, but I'm saying the I don't know.
I don't know the replay. It's the replay part that's getting me, Dan. These calls went upstairs and very easily correctable by replay, and they chose instead to give the Chiefs an artificial advantage.
Does there not seem to be more angst towards the Chiefs than Tom Brady and the Patriots?
No.
No?
Man, they hated Brady and the Patriots, but again, because of Spygate.
E, what do you think?
What was the question? I'm sorry.
You're in the Bahamas?
No.
Are you back?
Smith. He's back with Gene Smith. Having a Bahama mama.
Oh, I'm doing some research back here,
He's
man.
humming evil woman in his head right now. Leave him alone.
It's a medieval woman.
Does there not seem to be more angst and discourse towards the Kansas City program right now than there was for New England when Brady was winning every year?
No, I don't know.
Is it about the same?
Man, yeah, I hated that Brady era, man. I hated that Brady era.
I remember it as being worse, smashing phones, deflating footballs.
Oh, yeah.
Because
they certainly gave us
practices, the sign stealing.
Yeah.
I mean, it went on and on, dude.
Yeah.
I don't think the Chiefs have reached that level. I could be wrong. They haven't with me. That level of, man, what are y'all doing?
All right.
This is interesting, though. Along the lines, though, this is not the most favored matchup. People are ticked. They would rather have any matchup than this one.
Well, originally, it's funny. In my, as you know, I'm an adjunct professor, Jeff, in my spare time.
Mm-hmm.
And so in my class, what I do is when the playoffs started, I had all the kids write out if you get the Super Bowl, Super Bowl contest.
Okay.
Pick who's going to be in the Super Bowl.
Okay.
And whoever wins, you get a free assignment, free pass.
Okay.
It's
Parents
kinda how I
love
do it.
these classes.
That's how I roll. We're teaching them.
Learning so much.
Yeah. Gambling next.
You know, you should start next year. You should start pay for play, NIL.
Yeah.
You know, $100 you get an A, $70 you get a B, $50 you get a C. You're gonna get the A's anyway. Make $2,800.
Am I allowed to do that?
Don't say anything else about it publicly.
Keep that on the DL. Anyway, so all the kids. So and it was me. Like I wanted Buffalo, Detroit. I would have picked Buffalo, Detroit.
Okay.
Okay. Only one kid in the entire class of 30 got the Super Bowl matchup right.
And
He's already won the contest without even going to a tiebreak.
It's not a bad.
And that's Kansas City, Philly. That's a good pick,
football wise.
Yeah,
that you get in your feelings.
But nobody wanted Kansas City, Philly.
And you convince yourself that the Buffalo, it's there.
Yeah.
You know, that's it
Yeah.
for Kansas City.
Yeah,
I'll tell you what.
Obvious.
And it was hard to pick against Detroit too.
That's
Quite
right,
honestly,
of course.
at home.
Yes.
Yeah.
Here's what was interesting about Kansas City the other day. What was the knock on Kansas City all year? Why were they? Gettable.
Couldn't score.
Yeah, the offense wasn't any good this year.
Yeah.
You know, it's funny. Lo and behold, they need to be a 30-point offense when Mahomes needs to throw for 303 scores. Seems like he can do it. It's amazing, man. And
It's amazing.
I'm looking at this meme, who America is rooting for in the Super Bowl. And it's got a red for the Chiefs, it's got a green for the Eagles, and then it's got a gray for Meteor Strike. And it's got red in Kansas City, it's got green in Philadelphia. The rest of the country would prefer a Meteor Strike. Here is how apparently the country feels about the city of, formerly known as the city of brotherly love. No one considers Philly to be the city of brotherly love. Everyone considers Philly to be exactly what it is, a mean-spirited, dirty, rotten place.
Oh, dear.
Here's a post. Super Bowl 59. On the one hand, you have the devil, and on the other, you quite literally have the city of Philadelphia.
Oh, dear.
So, yeah, they've got Philly.
I think
Philly just being Philly is hated, and Kansas City because of the Chiefs and their success.
How about this one? Yeah. How about this one? I'll ask both of you this question.
Sure.
And I have an answer.
Okay.
Who do you, and again, we use hate in a sports term. It's not true hate, so everybody
That's right.
relax.
Sports hate.
Yeah, sports hate. But who do you hate more?
Okay.
Mahomes or Kelsey?
I don't.
It's a no-brainer for me.
Well, it's Kelsey.
It's Kelsey.
It's Kelsey.
Of course,
Yeah.
it's Kelsey for everyone. That's
Is
the
it?
90. Quickie
Okay.
poll,
Yeah,
98%.
I think so.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
They don't like the whole Taylor Swift, but and Mahomes done a good job. You know what they have done amazingly? It's hard to do this. They took that rogue idiot brother of theirs and finally put his ass in a padded cell somewhere and not letting him.
I got mad respect for Patrick Holmes.
Where has he been? Where's the brother been?
Dude,
Where's Jackson been?
You're popping off. You're popping off about.
Have we seen him in a year?
No,
Dude.
I haven't seen him
They
in a minute.
hit his butt. They go, you get out of here or you're done. And
Basically, yeah.
I haven't seen him at a game. I haven't seen him
he's there.
in a mug shot. Well, I'm just saying.
he's there, but they've tamed
toned
him.
his,
Yeah.
they muzzled his stupid ass.
Yeah.
He's stupid.
Yeah.
Pops is next.
He's stupid.
Pops is
Pops up the
always
chain.
in
Pops, they
trouble.
can't help. Pops right now is 4 beers in. Just let him ride it out.
Pops is in trouble a lot.
Yeah. And I think that fairly or unfairly, two demos that don't mix are middle America, 50-year-old beer-drinking man and Swifties. So Kelsey, by the Swift Association, is going to lose so many.
So Jason Kelsey, who also is contributing to the Kelsey overload,
Yes.
is 100% on board with rooting for the Birds.
What?
Yeah. That's his team.
Right.
Shouldn't he should root for the Eagles, right?
Oh, boy, I don't know about
yeah,
that. That's your
that's
brother,
brother.
man. No, I'm rooting for my brother, actually. I am.
He said.
Well, that's fine. In
100%.
Philly, he better root for the Eagles. That's what his public stance needs to be. His brother would understand it. Your TV persona needs to say that. There's no part of Jason Kelsey that should admit that he wants his brother to win. If he does, maybe. I'm saying what I would root for. I don't know what everyone would root for.
He apparently, on their podcast like a year ago, somebody asked, what if there's a rematch with the Eagles and the Chiefs? And he said, 100% Eagles. And I don't think Travis liked that a whole lot, but he's like,
I think so.
Like he'll wear a Travis jersey, but yeah. I will root for the Eagles, of course, because I'll always be an Eagle first and foremost. I'll also root for Travis to have a good game because he's my brother, but no, I'll definitely be cheering on the Eagles. That was a hypothetical at the time. So looking forward to that answer again. We got to take a break. This is The Drill. We got Brunch with the Tour coming up. Much more right here on 1010XL 92.5 FM.
The Drill from the studios at Republic Services. We'll handle it from here.
There's a reason why people love to listen to play-by-play on the radio.
This is unbelievable what we're witnessing. I'm serious.
1010XL, Jacksonville's home for play-by-play.
Hey, imagine having a doctor available to you any day, anytime. That's my doctor, Rick Townsend. I'll give you an example. All right. Ran out of a prescription yesterday. Texted Doc T, prescription filled, go pick it up. I love that, man. It's concierge medicine at its finest. Not feeling well. Hey, Doc, I'm not feeling, come on in. That day, not in 2 weeks. Medical emergency, call anytime, day or night. Doc T will get right back to you. It's like being a member of an exclusive golf club, but the cost will surprise you. As far as doctors, Townsend's the best. Navy trained, graduated from Wake Forest. So whether it's yearly physicals, office or virtual visits, cancer screenings, referrals to specialists, Doc T's got you covered. You got questions, mypvconcierge.com has the answers. Go to mypvconcierge.com and sign up today.
Hey, John, looking for the perfect family ride?
How about taking your family on a luxury ride with the all-new 2024 Cadillac Escalade?
That sounds amazing. If you're a loyal customer, you get $4,000 off. Or if you're new to Randy Marion, you can get a $3,000 Conquest discount.
And don't forget the 5% savings on retired courtesy transportation vehicles.
You can save over $10,000 on select 2024 Escalade.
Experience the luxury and comfort at Randy Marion Cadillac.
Randy Marion Cadillac, Southside Boulevard, Jacksonville.
Plus tax tag title $899 admin fee and resist all on approved credit.
Are you an experienced chiller technician and looking for a role where your skills are truly valued? It's time to make the move to Local 234, plumbers, pipe fitters, and HVAC technicians. You'll get top pay, comprehensive health and welfare benefits for your family, and a pension that doesn't come out of your pocket. Join the team that's got your back. Local 234, proud partner of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Visit UA234.com to send your resume today.
Equal opportunity employer.
Jimerson Burr is a full-service, Florida-based commercial law firm that has experience and capabilities to handle any legal issue a business is confronted with. Learn more about what they can do for you at jimersonfirm.com.
Homeowners, listen up. It's time to start fresh in 2025. Prosser here, and Loan Pronto is here to help take control of your finances in 2025 by lowering your house payments and consolidating that nagging debt. Did you know that 9 out of 10 borrowers get a better deal by calling Loan Pronto? Right now, Loan Pronto has some of the most competitive offers for refis, debt consolidation, and purchase loans, starting in the low 5s APR. If your current rate is over 6%, don't settle for paying too much. Even if you're in process with another lender, call Loan Pronto now. Lock in at a lower rate today and close in as little as 2 weeks, often with no appraisal. You can even skip your next 2 house payments. It's fast, easy, and hassle-free. Get your personalized Loan Pronto rate quote instantly with no hard credit pull and no upfront fees. Call now, 904-999-1508, or go to loanpronto.com. That's 904-999-1508. Equal housing lender, NMLS 166171, subject to lender approval, NMLS, consumeraccess.org.
Attention men and women. If you would like to get your hair back, then you need to listen to some of our clients. John in Orange Park.
IHRS showed me what was causing my hair loss and helped stop it.
Call IHRS now at 904-777-IHRS. Find out how to grow your hair back with a free hair and scalp examination. Mike from Bay Meadows.
I finally found the most experienced company who could restore my hair. Now I have hair where I had none before.
Results guaranteed. Diane from Ponte Vedra.
Now I have what lotions couldn't give me. Thick, beautiful hair.
Find out why you're losing your hair and how to grow your hair back. Call 904-777-IHRS for a limited time free hair and scalp examination.
Now my hair will grow for the rest of my life. Thanks, IHRS.
Thank you, IHRS.
Thanks, IHRS, for giving me my hair back.
Hurry and receive a free hair and scalp examination and get 2 weeks of laser treatments for free. Call IHRS at 904-777-IHRS. That's 904-777-4477. Hairforme.com.
The Electric Light Orchestra experience comes to the Jacksonville Center for Performing Arts Wednesday, February 5th as part of the FSCJ Artist Series. For a chance to win tickets, text ELO to the text line covered by Lifetime Flooring at 641-1010.
Daly's Dash is not only your Jaguars game day stop, but a great place to grab a meal any day of the week. To honor the Jags and the fans, we've crafted the Duval sub. The Duvall comes with freshly sliced turkey, ham, melted shredded cheddar and habanero jack cheese topped with crisp lettuce, fresh tomatoes, and a double portion of our secret sauce, all served on a fresh roll. Come by your local's Dailies Dash today to get your delicious Duval sub. Dailies is the official convenience store sponsor of the Jacksonville Jaguars.
Learn the secrets to bring your A game on the Edwin Watts Golf Hour.
Yeah, well, you really crushed that ball off the tee, I'll tell you what.
Learn the latest on new equipment from all the major manufacturers on the Edwin Watts Golf Hour. Saturday morning at 10 on 1010XL.
Yo, it's your boy E to the T here with my book, and our listeners have been killing it, and we're now set for the final stretch of the road to New Orleans. My bookie is the one book that got your back. No fluff, no second guessing, just straight up action. Does your other sports book pay out when you push on a bet? My bookie does. And if you're new to the game and not sure where to start, we've got you covered. Step it up and use our promo code 1010XL, and that'll double your bankroll with a 50% deposit bonus right from jump. Here's a pro tip that'll get you rolling. The big game prop bets are going to be plentiful. So take a hard look at player props and those wacky big game props. And stack that with my bookie risk-free Thursday. So what you waiting for? There's a new risk-free odds boost every Thursday. To find the bet, click the Bet Boost tab and scroll down. If it hits, you win. If it doesn't, forget about it. My bookie refunds you your money back. Sign up now, use my promo code 1010XL, and they'll give you a 50% deposit bonus. It's the best sign-up bonus in Florida for batters. The road to New Orleans is here for the big game. Bet anything, anytime, anywhere with my bookie. Come on, somebody.
1010XL is presented by Farrah & Farrah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Protecting you and your family. Call 396-5555. Jacksonville. Now, another great guest on the Garber Auto Mall phone line.
Hello.
We can wiggle it. Now, Brunch with the Tour. Brought to you by
Clearwater Irrigation and Drainage too.
Brunch, provided by Chick-fil-A on 1010XL.
Hey, you know him, you love him. Or maybe you don't. He's our guy. He's Stewie Moore. Joining us via the hotline today, the Wiggle Wiggle. Good morning there, young man.
Yeah, it's a tough scene at the Moore house. Whitman Moore down with the flu yesterday.
Got carnage.
Melanie Moore, apparently victim number 2. So I am, I'm just waiting. It's coming.
Oh boy, that's always the worst. That's always the worst feeling. Hey, we had some great fireworks in the Tiger Golf League last night. We finally had a competitive, fun. I'll be curious to see if the ratings rebound. It was a critical night for them. Monday, well, look, not critical. A big night for them. Monday night. Sure. You got Tiger v. Rory. The ratings have gone down each week. They need to swoop back up a little bit. It was good stuff, though. It was good theater last night. I enjoyed it.
Yeah, I felt like we've been waiting on that, and I agree. I think, one, with all apologies to our good friends on the West Coast, the 6:30 start time was great.
Yeah.
A little bit more manageable than I think week 1 was 9 o'clock, and I think ratings will go up. It was interesting to see, spilling into basketball, right, and all the Dukies exploding on Twitter while they couldn't get their game to go.
Yeah.
And here comes the old sport of golf.
We went to overtime, in case you missed it, a chip off, if you will. So, yeah.
Yeah, closest to the pin. So it was great. It was fun at the theater, and I think, Tom Kim is a guy that we've seen in President's Cups.
Yeah.
Kind of bring the crowd to its feet and, hush people and stuff like that. He did that last night, and that's some of the energy you need. I mean, it's golf, but it's golf, 7.0. And so the theater needs to take center stage, and that's on all the players, and they brought it last night.
Yeah. They got to I want them to amp it up even more, Stuart. We were talking about it a little bit earlier, me and Pross, and I was like, dude, again, I've criticized the announcers. I don't like the announcing crew. But with that said, you can't, Tiger's one of the all-time bleep talkers in the history of the game, man, needlers, and he's got to come with his A game in terms of when early on in the match, Tiger and Rory both were from 40 yards chipping basically, and Rory hit a lousy shot, and then and Tiger's got to be standing over the ball. Like even then he can talk. Hey, watch this. I'm going within 8 feet. Don't worry. We're grabbing this point right here, right now. And the announcer guy's got to be able to say, Tiger, come on, Tiger, bet Rory on this one. You can make some money. Let's go. You got to have some fun with this stuff. Full out. Fans should be going crazy. You gotta buy into it all the way. You got to. You can't just walk around. I mean, I thought Tom Kim brought the juice, which was good. Much like last week, Billy Ho and JT were much more personable than the first couple of weeks, and I thought that helped.
Yeah, I agree. I wonder how much it's, Tiger definitely does not have his A game, and part of talking that bleep is being at the top of your game and knowing that you're going to hit it.
Well, that's
5
fair.
feet or whatever.
That's fair.
So,
that's fair.
Definitely interesting. I do feel like the production, and I spent a little bit too much time on Twitter, but it was about 18 minutes from start to getting to the first tee shot or getting to the last intro, which I thought I think that was some of the feedback from week 1. They kind of addressed it in week 2, and now we're back to a 20-minute intro. But listen, I mean it's off and running, and it's just like any other product. They're going to keep working on it and fine tuning it and get it to a good spot. And it was definitely good theater, and I think. For Q1, right, when it's going to take its hold here, there's definitely a lot of merit to it. I don't know if it's something golf fans would want to see for 12 months.
Right.
Some of the feedback that we get from fans.
You do. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
There's too much golf sometimes, welcome to the NFL. You miss it like crazy for 6 months. And when it comes back, you drop everything to watch it. So we need to make sure we don't oversaturate the TV settings with golf.
Yeah, I love golf. Don't ever mention the PGA Tour and the NFL in the same sentence again, or I'll slap you. Stuart Moore joining us, Brunch with the Tour rolling on. I've got a question for you two golf experts. E, you can play along if you'd like, but this one may be out of your league. I don't know.
Dang.
Ladies and gentlemen, here's the question of the day on Brunch with the Tour. Right now, who is the most overrated golfer in the world? Right now, who is the most overrated golfer in the world? E, do you want to participate?
Yeah, I'm going to go last, though.
Okay. Jeff, who's the most overrated golfer in the world right now?
Wyndham Clark.
Okay.
Ooh, boy, that's a good one.
I got, okay.
I gave a real answer.
Okay, go ahead, Stuart Moore.
Yeah, I was kind of leaning Wyndham. I don't. Victor Hovland, was still top 10 in the world.
Okay.
I need to see a little bit more from him.
Okay. E, would you like to participate?
Yeah, based on his performance last week, I'm going to go with Tony Finau.
Don't be too down. I've got the answer. You're all wrong.
Well, no. I mean,
yeah, you're wrong. No, me. You're wrong.
Well, I mean, can you give the parameters? You ask an opinion question and then deem it.
No opinion.
Okay.
It's Dan's opinion is what it is.
All right.
The answer to the question
here it comes.
Is one Colin Morikawa, who has one win in the last 3+ years.
Okay.
In 40 months. Nick Taylor and Straka have 3. Billy Ho has 4. Same amount of wins as Patrick Reed, Davis Riley, and Bryce Garnett. And yet, when I'm looking here at the odds at Pebble this week, there's Colin Morikawa at plus 1,400. Third best choice. Best bet. Y'all can have him. I ain't taking him.
Okay.
What's up with Colin Morikawa, Stuart?
He's a...
That's a 2-time major champion. Is that correct?
Yeah.
It's 3, isn't it? Is it not 3?
He's become a little bit of a top 5 machine, I think, right? We saw him finish runner-up at the Century. Always played well at the Tour Championship and the FedEx Cup finale. Scottish Open, T4, Memorial, runner-up, the Colonial, 4th, the PGA, 4th, like 3rd at the Masters. And I think that's where that's where he's number 4 in the OWGR. But, picks week to week, he doesn't seem like a guy that's closing a lot.
Well, as you know, the World Golf Ranking is going to give you points. They're going to rank. I mean, because no one's going to win every week, so they're going to give you points for the reason he seems overranked is because he doesn't have the victories.
Stuart Moore, what do you say about my golf?
But here's the thing, though. He's got those 2 majors, so I can't do it, man. I got to move to somebody else.
That's a long time ago.
That's not a long time
Wyndham
ago.
Clark has won one since then.
Yeah, and he's terrible. Colin Morikawa, Wyndham Clark's missing cuts, and Morikawa's finishing 3rd. That's
Stuart
all
Moore,
I'm saying. That's why.
Jeff is an argumentative so-and-so.
No, it's true.
I'd like you to talk about my golf acumen with that assessment of Colin Morikawa.
Where's Max Homa on that list?
Oh, that's a good one, too.
You got to be ranked to be overranked. Or rated to be overrated.
I'm talking about Vegas right here.
Yeah.
Plus 1,400 to win.
Yeah.
I ain't betting on him.
Okay.
You take him.
Well, fine.
Very interesting, though. But
guess what? Who you're not going to pick, though? Guess which number you're not going to get right?
Wyndham Clark.
The winner. It's hard to pick a winner.
What do you mean it's hard? It's not that hard.
It is. Nobody here
Scotty's
picking
playing this week.
Oh, is he? Well, there you go. That's a good start. I'm thankful I have the first pick.
Yeah.
I do think it's interesting if you just told, like, even a savvy golf fan on the street,
hey,
how many tour wins does Morikawa have? Not many would say 6, and that's the number. And really, we saw that big gap. he won. If you remember during COVID, no fans on the golf course. The Workday Charity Open, which wound up being played at Muirfield Village, no fans, beats JT in the playoff. The PGA out at Harding Park, no fans, wins that by 2. So 2 of his 6 wins came without a fan on the property. Not to say it's not a win, but it does. Maybe it's a little bit less memorable. He wins the Open Championship in July of 21, and then doesn't win again until Zozo in Japan in October.
What up, Zozo?
And I mean, we're just more wins, less top 5.
Yeah.
I guess, both maybe.
That's a tough crowd, man. We're tearing down a 27-year-old with 6 tour wins and 2 majors.
Yeah.
Number 4 in the world.
I had 1 in 3 years,
Yeah,
man.
but he's playing good golf. You don't win everywhere. I mean, Scotty Scheffler for the first 5 years of his career probably had about 6.
All right, so you're saying that
No,
Morikawa
I'm not
was gonna,
saying that. I'm
Jeff's
just-
saying Colin Morikawa will go on a Scotty Scheffler-like streak.
That's Dan saying
That's what I
something
just heard.
ridiculous.
I mean, but listen,
should make you
Morikawa's
not
almost been 6 years
trust
on
him
tour,
when he's
you know?
recounting stories.
Media mogul. What's that, Stuart?
He's been on tour for 6 years, right? So
Yeah.
I just feel like, he feels like a guy that should win twice a year, give me 10 or 12 titles at this point, and it's just not there yet.
That's all. All right. Where are the Stars at, Stuart Moore?
The Stars are at Pebble Beach this week.
No, finally.
For the record, Morikawa's been a pro for 5 years, not 7.
Where are the Stars at, Stuart Moore? They're at the TGL.
I said 6 years.
Okay,
He
good.
turned pro in June of 19.
Right.
So almost 6 years.
Yeah, fair enough.
We've got Scheffler, we got McIlroy, we got your boy Morikawa, we've got Ludwig, Hideki.
I know, we got a
This
great
year.
field this week.
That's what I'm saying.
It's February, bro. We started in January.
Well, I mean, there's
Well, I
also
mean-
football going on. There's not
There's
been
also-
there's not some scream for a great golf event.
I need the boys
I
out
need
there.
them now,
I need
right?
the boys out there grinding a little bit, is what I'm trying to tell you.
Well, I think, Scotty Scheffler cuts his hand making ravioli.
That's
on
fine. He
Christmas.
can-
That's a bit unlucky.
Yeah. Yeah.
Xander has been sick. Colin Morikawa ill. Willie Z had to withdraw last week. And by the way, you're welcome.
Thank you.
I saw Willie Z withdrew, and I had Foster, that moment when you're like, do I tell him?
Yeah.
I know he's not looking at it, and I told him, and he went with Aaron Rye.
I tried to. You know what? I tried to give. I wasn't going to take like the next man up. I was going to, because in fairness, I'm getting a bonus here as well. I was looking at. So let me see. I'll roll the dice with somebody who can maybe play well, and he did for a day, and then he went belly up. It was a big week last week. I think you have the results. I think a lot of guys made a lot of money here on the picks brought to you by our friends at Dreamfinders Homes. What do you got?
There was some moving and some shuffling.
Oh yeah.
But
nobody won squat is what we're saying.
Basically, well, Dan Hicken took Hideki and then Aaron Rye.
Mm-hmm.
Basically, your total is at about you just got over $1 million.
$1 million.
In second
It's been a
place,
slow start to my tour season.
after taking Ludwig Aberg and Keegan Bradley, your boy, I moved into second place. I'm at a whopping $485,000.
Okay.
In third place was the tour after taking Jason Day and Thigala. Sahith Thigala. You like that? $469,000. And in whopping fourth place is our boy, Jeffrey
40
Prussell.
grand though.
Yeah, Finau and Pavone, he's at 42 grand.
You know what they say? Giving the dog Pavone, giving the dog Pavone.
They say a lot. Yeah.
Yeah, no one says that.
Yeah, ever. I don't even know, with that. Anyway.
Give it
Yeah,
the
I mean,
dog
I'm not going to thumb my nose at, a kitchen knife.
Uh-huh.
I'll go Scheffler.
I think there might be a scar there.
I don't care. I'm going Scheffler.
Could cause him miscut.
Where are we at anyway? Pebble this week? I don't even know where we're
Pebble
playing.
Beach,
Pebble
baby.
Beach.
Has
Hey.
Scheffler done anything there? I feel like he's no good there.
I saw this question. I'll ask Stuart Moore and Jeff and E this question. before
So
we do
one
the
time he
picks.
finished 6. I guess he's okay.
Here's my question. I'm going to give you both 24 hours at number 7 on Pebble Beach. Okay, the short par 3. Is that correct, Stuart? Is that number 7?
Yeah.
It's like
about 110 yards.
let's say it's playing 100 yards. All right.
Guess you weren't at the yards that morning.
24.
I didn't know. I didn't know I was there by myself.
Here's the bet, though.
Yeah, I would take the bet.
You get $1 million if you make a hole in one.
Okay, and you quit golf for how long?
No, you go to jail for a month.
A month?
Yeah.
$1 million if you get a hole in one, jail
Yeah.
for a month?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll hit the ball.
You would hit the ball.
Yeah.
Stuart Moore, noted former professional golfer.
You get 24
going to-
hours.
Are
Yeah.
we going to jail or are we going to prison in Lake City?
No, you're going to jail, buddy. Jail.
Downtown.
Stuart Moore, you're a bit soft. You wouldn't do well in the slammer.
Oh my God!
He'll come out with tattoos on his knuckles.
Yeah.
I would fold like a cheap suit.
And that's it,
I'd probably finally lose some weight, though. That'd be nice.
You're also going to lose some blood.
Hole in one, 24 hours. I mean, you're basically just, what are you hitting, cross, like a sandwich? I mean, that's...
Yeah, 110, yeah, probably a little... Now, the one thing about that hole is, you know...
Wind?
You don't know what that's doing. I think I'd have to... I mean, if you're hitting into 30-mile-an-hour wind, I don't know. If it's relatively calm, you'd think one would go in. I mean, you could...
I think it needs to be calm.
Took DeChambeau 16 days.
To do it there?
Yeah.
No, over his house.
Yeah. But how many shots is he actually taking?
Yeah. Are you taking the bet, Stuart?
I guess I would take it only because how bad can jail be for an old dude? They'll leave you alone.
Yeah.
Stewart's been more trouble. He looks like fresh meat.
Emmanuel Thalleran.
Handsome young man. He'll get a lot of
I'll
action.
tell you what,
I'll just come in with a book. I'll be the reader.
That gets me out of a lot of meetings.
That's true. Emmanuel Thalleran, what say you?
Oh, I'm taking that shot. I'm trying to get that meal. I'll take my chances in the Hoosh Cow.
Yeah.
Just for a month.
Yeah.
So I've seen that before, hole in one for X amount of money, or you have to give up golf for either ever or a year.
That's fun. All right, Dream Fighters Homes picks. Pross is locked in with Scotty Scheffler. I believe the Tour goes second.
Oh, he picked Scotty. Yeah, you know what? Give me Morikawa. Here we go.
I love it.
He answered your question.
Love it.
I'm guessing Stewart disagreed with your proposition.
This brings us to our friend Emmanuel Thalleran, noted doesn't play chalk, not afraid to take a chance, not afraid to go down the board,
That's right.
not afraid to take Akshay Bhatia.
Taking Akshay.
Okay.
I'm taking Justin Thomas.
Ooh. Okay. This brings in Dan Hicken, who will suddenly pounce on and feels like maybe he made leave Rory alone. So I'll jump on Rory, and I'll jump on Patty Can't Play.
I feel like Cantlay likes it at...
Yeah. This takes us back
Every time I play Cantlay, he does nothing.
Yeah, that's fair. This takes us back to our friend Emmanuel Thalleran, who's already locked in with JT.
And to follow that up, I'm taking my boy Hideki Matsuyama.
Matsuyama-san. This drives us now to Stuart Moore, who will sometimes in his second pick come up with a surprise.
Yeah, I like how he does that.
Maybe Rasmus
goes down the list.
Maybe
somewhere.
Rasmus Hogard.
Yeah, somebody like that.
Let's see who he's got for us.
Find somebody. This is where he comes to heart.
Did you find us
JM,
Rasmus Hogard?
Nick Taylor or somewhere.
I'd like to see that. Maybe Min-Woo Lee. He might be due.
Oh, I love Min-Woo Lee, but we're going to go with Ludwig.
You son of a... You coward.
Oh, yeah.
Can't leave him for me, right?
No.
Co-leader after 2 rounds last year.
I mean, you just had to do it, didn't you?
Rob Bolton's bringing the heat.
Rob Bolton likes him?
Yeah, he's 7th on the list. Ahead of Scheffler, though. It's a spicy Rob Bolton out of...
Oh, Rob Bolton going hard.
Well, yeah.
All right.
This leaves us with Jeff Prosser.
I'm going, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to go with last year's winner.
Last year's winner.
You know who that was?
Oh, your boy.
Lucas Glover.
The most overrated player in golf right now. Wyndham Clark.
Very nice.
Let's go with. We'll find out, won't we?
Yeah.
All right. So the picks are in. Y'all pray for me. Well, thank you, Stuart. We'll talk to you next week.
See you, boys.
That's Dream Finders picks. Thank you to Dream Finders, Jeff. Before we head to break,
what you need?
You sparred me with when you're asking for prayers. It's Tuesday. We haven't talked. Let the river run. There's a training going on.
It's going. I'm doing it.
You are training.
Yeah. So far, it's not hard yet from the standpoint that I'm not having to go. The training that I'm on, I'm still not past. Just run for 2:15, walk for 45. So I'm able to. I haven't really built anything up. My back hurts, dude. I'm just not saying anything, and I hope that it is going to work.
But you're doing it. It's full speed ahead now. Are you locked in?
I'm not going to not do it.
Okay.
Yeah. I have not been as religious as I should. I've not hit every single day on that training. I've had stuff go on, or it was freezing cold. But
yeah,
I'm efforting. I can handle what it's been getting. I would hate to know what would happen if I had to go 4 or 5 miles. So far I'm only doing.
Right. Is that on the dock?
I think I've done 2.5.
Is
it
that
gets
coming
there.
up?
I don't know. He's giving it to me a week at a time. Thank God.
Okay.
So I never have anything too daunting. But I'll give you an example of I think yesterday was 2:15:45. I forget. I'm going to tell you exactly though. Hold on. See what I got coming up today. I need an off day. I'm trying to play golf today.
You've been busy.
Huh?
You've been busy.
What is going on here?
Mm-hmm. Okay. Well, we'll get that. We'll get that when we come back.
All right.
This is The Drill on 1010XL 92.5 FM.
The Drill on 1010XL. From the studios of Republic Services, we'll handle it from here.
He was a cop and good at his job. Now he prowls the Badlands, an outlaw hunting outlaws, a bounty hunter, a renegade.
Rick Ballou. Evenings on 1010XL.
Mike Dempsey here. All right, we're almost a month into the new year. How's that resolution to drop your first 20 to 25 pounds going? Didn't happen? Yeah, well, that's probably because you didn't call Awaken 180 weight loss. I did, and in just 4 weeks, I dropped 23 pounds and was at my goal. But here's the crazy part. It didn't stop there. It was so easy. I kept going. Did it another week. Next thing I know, I'm down 27 pounds. That's right, 27. You know what's wild? I can still see my abs again. I'm not ripped. I don't have a six-pack. But I didn't even think I had those anymore before Awaken 180. It's amazing when you see the results. Feel the results. You just want to keep pushing forward. That's what makes Awaken 180 so different. It's not some medication quick fix where the weight comes off and comes back. It's real results that you can see and feel. Fast results and lasting results. Results that make you want to keep going. To reach a goal you never thought possible. Want the same for you? Then do it. Call the solution for weight loss, Awaken 180 Weight Loss, 844-346-1800, or visit awaken180weightloss.com today.
Hey, gang, Hicken here, facing some interesting economic times. Comforting for me to know my money's in good hands with my guys at ITP Partners. Those are Jacksonville people taking care of my Jacksonville money. Listen, you get experience, you get expertise, and you get knowledge from Reed Wingate, Janice Cobb, Scotty Regner, Dan Abel, Reagan Wright, Jeff Hartman, and Chris Bryan. Those are the ITP partners, man. And they listen to you and will build you an individualized strategy where your goals become their priority. We all do things differently. Get in the game. ITP Partners, always there to help. For more information, Chris at ITPPartners.com, Chris at ITPPartners.com, or call 312-9751. It's 312-9751. They are ITP Partners, gang. I can't speak highly enough about them. They're my financial partners for life.
Before the Great American Race on Sunday, the high banks of Daytona heat up with a Saturday night showdown in the NASCAR Xfinity Series. Experience the intense competition up close on the sport's biggest stage to kick off the 2025 season. The NASCAR Xfinity Series at Daytona International Speedway, Saturday, February 15th. Tickets start at just $49, and kids 12 and under are free in general admission. Secure your seats now at DaytonaInternationalSpeedway.com.
Don't ignore plumbing leaks. They can lead to mold and mildew or structural damage and drain your wallet. So when you have a leak and can't wait a week, call Roland Reich Plumbing. PlumbingJacksonville.com.
It's a winter wonderland of big wins at Best Bet Jacksonville with our Winter Open Poker Tournament taking place now through February 2nd. Don't miss the action. Join us for your share of the ice-cold cash. With 8 series events and $500,000 in guarantees, the action is on, with satellites taking place daily into the championship main event. Visit bestbetjacks.com for more details, and we'll see you at the Winter Open. That's bestbetjacks.com.
1010XL celebrates high scorers.
1010XL and Southeast Orthopedic Specialists celebrate scholar athletes.
In class and on the court.
Brought to you by the Plumbers and Pipe Fitters Local Union 234. Wednesdays on The Frangie Show.
I'm here with Danny Van Sickle, Director of the Electrical Training Alliance. Danny, tell me about your program.
Hey, Rick, we're a 4-year electrical apprenticeship. Our students start out making over $40,000 a year, and right now make over $90,000 a year, including benefits. There is no tuition or student debt. You just have to apply and get accepted.
Did you say no tuition and no student debt?
You heard that right, Rick. Once you're accepted to the program, your only cost for the books and the course fees, about $800 a year.
That sounds like an amazing opportunity. How can I learn more?
Just go to etajax.org and you can apply there.
Apply by May 15th.
You waited forever for your new fence. Then strangers show up. Subcontractors rushing the job. Sent by the company you trusted. Frustrating, right? Superior Fence and Rail promises better. Their professionally trained builders deliver quality you can trust. No subcontractors, no shortcuts. Just the superior craftsmanship your home deserves.
When you're on the fence, about a fence, superiorfenceandrail.com.
Baloo here for Smoonez Vision. Why Smoonez Vision? Well, I've been with Dr. Neil Smoonez now since I got back to Jacksonville in 2006. 37 years of experience he has. Smoonez Vision is a family organization that focuses on personal high-quality medical and surgical eye care. Dr. Catherine Smoonez is fellowship-trained in cornea and cataract surgery and all refractive surgery. Combined, that's 30 years plus in laser eye surgery. Visit SmoonezVision.com today. Care you can see.
Happy New Year from Big Chief Tire. Frank Frangie here. Start 2025 off right by keeping your car running smoothly. Whether you're traveling for work or heading out on a weekend getaway, their expert technicians will ensure your vehicle is in top shape. Visit WeKeepJacksRollin.com or call 904-932-0950 to schedule maintenance, repairs, or tire service. With Big Chief Tire's trusted care, you'll tackle every journey ahead with peace of mind. Start the year strong. Big Chief Tire keeps Jacks rolling.
Aren't you just happy when you can handle all your needs in one location? Well, introducing Allstate agent Mandy Bowers in Mandarin. Whether it's home, life, business, or auto, Mandy covers it all. In fact, bundling policy is a great way to add extra savings. Mandy and her crew can do that. Allstate is offering lower auto insurance rates this year. Mandy can do that. You need to give Mandy Bowers a call in her Mandarin office, because when it comes to getting it all done under one roof, Mandy can do that.
Our slogan, Know Before You Blow, applies to more than just DUI cases. Hi, I'm attorney Lee Lockett of Lockett Law. Battery charges can result in jail time and criminal convictions too, so know before you blow a gasket and hit a loved one or a stranger. Drug crimes like possession of marijuana and cocaine will land you in cuffs too, so know before you blow. In a boating under the influence case, you also have the option to blow or not to blow. So know your options. Know before you blow. Go to knowbeforeyouBlow.com now. Offices Jacksonville.
Budweiser reminds us to drink wiser, like hydrating between beers. It keeps the fun going longer, and it's a commitment to responsibility. Remember, good times are ahead, so no need to overdo it. Know when to say when, and always designate a driver.
1010XL is presented by Farah & Farah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Protecting you and your family. Call 396-5555. Jacksonville.
Never under pressure, never worried. Music comes in. Let's listen to the music. There's nobody in the room ready to do the show.
We just gonna vibe.
Lean on me.
I want to get next to you.
Welcome back to the show. Do some leaning on Liam Coen here over the next few years as he takes over this Jacksonville Jaguar franchise, and I really hope this one hits, man. Good gracious, we're due. I don't care how they did it. I don't care if it's a blind squirrel finding an acorn. I don't care. Just let's hit on one. I mean, it's just, I love Tom Coughlin, man. I love the man. He's one of the best people I've ever known in my life. But we need another great coach here. We can't keep saying the best coach we've ever had was in 1995. It just doesn't work. And he would say that. He would agree. It ain't easy. Tough gig, man, but we've watched them all. Watched TC come through, JDR, Mike Mularkey, Gus Bradley, Doug Marrone, Urban Meyer, Doug Peterson, and now Liam Coen. And Tom was 68-60, 531, but he had 8 postseason games, man. 96, 97, 98, 99. The greatest era of Jaguars football without question. We can't even go back-to-back. We go 2 years of 9 and 8, and it's like
the closest was Jack.
Yeah.
And it's just gotten steadily worse the whole way. But Jack gave some level
Jack gave us 05 and 07.
But they
were a decent competitive team.
Most years, yeah, they were right in it. They were in the playoff hunt until the very last week or two. They were never much better than, they had a ceiling because of the talent level, I think, and they got about the most out of them that he could. And when they had special years, they would be a playoff team. But At the end of the day, it's all on this guy that they took number 1 overall. Supposed to take you to a different place with the right people around you. If Trevor Lawrence had been the quarterback here in other eras, would this team have realized what the fans ultimately want, a championship? I don't know. It'd be nice to just go to the playoffs a couple years in a row, to your point. And it's a division that's still so gettable.
So gettable.
If you I'm curious let me ask you a question.
Mm-hmm.
If I bring you in, Dan Hicken.
Yes.
Okay, you're the media mogul, and I bring
sir.
you. I'm CBS News, and I've caught you at I've caught you there as real bright talent. And
Thank you.
Jim Nantz is retiring after all these years, and
wow.
I'm going to bring you in, and I'm going to let you interview for Jim Nantz's job.
Okay.
I'm
ready.
And so you come and you interview, and it goes good. And I say, you know what? I'd like to have a second interview. I really like the way this is going.
Okay.
And then just after you do the second interview, I announce that I've given the job to Biff Pocoroba. But could I interest you in?
Damn that Biff.
Could I interest you in Adam Zucker's job? What would you do? Do you know who that is? Adam Zucker.
He's a CBS guy.
Adam Zucker is
Saturdays.
the weekend guy who does the SEC. Does the SEC football, and he does.
Maybe. Maybe.
But that's kind of where Patrick Graham is. I mean, it's kind of.
Yeah.
Is this not at least a little awkward? I guess it's not. No. Like you bring in Patrick Graham to be, first you Zoom him, and then you bring him in for a face-to-face, some would say because of responsibilities.
Yes.
And then he doesn't get the job, and he watches somebody else, by the way, in the middle of this process of interviewing twice. They've all but made up their mind to hire this other guy.
Right.
And hold on, now you want me to be your DC?
Well, does assistant head coach come with the title, and how much cash?
Okay, well, but I will say this.
Right.
Are we underselling what an addition it would be, again, if you trust the Jaguars' judgment?
Mm-hmm.
But if you trust their judgment, you would, just because you don't get Patrick Graham as your head coach, you still get the guy with the same assets and strategies and
I'll say this.
You know what I mean? And ideas. So you would almost get like 2 head coaches for the price of 1.
Okay, but I'll say this about Liam Coen. I want him feeling as comfortable with his staff as he can. And if Liam's not on board with Patrick, then I don't want him.
Well, I don't know if he is or wouldn't be.
And this is where I need, because you only get one shot at these things, man. And this generally, and this is where I need the 39-year-old maybe to put on his big boy pants if he feels this way. I don't know. Maybe he thinks Patrick Graham is a great fit. He's interviewed 2 guys, I guess, right? But if they feel like this is a great fit for us, I would love to have him. Fine. But if not, I just want to go in a different direction. I just don't.
I don't want somebody who can play, who knows defense.
Well,
is what I want to know.
But I want to be able to. If I'm going to be working closely with you, I want to be able to.
100%.
Yeah.
I'm talking about Liam Coen, and I don't know how he feels. I'm just saying, if you are the Jaguars, if somehow the 2 of the 3 or 4 or 5 that you identified as your head coaching finalists, if you end up 2 of them on staff, you still get their attitudes and their ideas and their their football brain. You get their football mind, which you would have gotten as head coach. You get as a separate. I look. It's hard to stop teams in the NFL.
Yeah,
it's hard to stop them.
Mm-hmm.
It's hard to stop them. The Washington Commanders went all the way to the NFC Championship game.
Mm-hmm.
They held the unstoppable Detroit Lions to a relatively stoppable number. And the Eagles, if they kept playing, would have scored 1 million. Could never stop them. It's hard to stop people, especially if they're going good.
One of the things that Liam Coen talked about yesterday was winning at the bank again. He understands that the Jags have not had success. We've got to find ways to win here at the home, or we have no chance, he said.
Said he'll call the plays.
Yes.
Said it's on Trevor. This is about Trevor.
Yes.
Got to get Trevor. Trevor has to take us where we want to go, and he has ultimate supreme belief. Pacelli has belief in Trevor. You've heard everyone that's in the know about football telling you they don't think he's the problem. That's what we're hearing from the football minds. He's not the problem, they're saying. We believe in him, so we'll see.
Yeah.
That needs to be true, because without that, it won't matter. You have a ceiling. Like, as good as the Bucs have been, there's a ceiling with Baker Mayfield. They went that's as far as they're going.
Right. I would agree.
As good as he is. So you got to have everything right. You got to have that guy in addition to all the other things. Now, let's don't forget this about the Chiefs as we get ready to re-rack them in the Super Bowl, and it's easy to give all the credit to Patrick Mahomes. Andy Reid's there. Andy Reid's making those calls, those coaches. It's not fair. I will say this. I felt like with Brady and Belichick, I feel different with it. Like, I think Reid would be winning Super Bowls with other quarterbacks.
Speaking of other quarterbacks, interesting to see, what do you think Aaron Glenn does with Aaron Rodgers? I would bring him back. I mean, what do I got as an option?
Here's the only thing I'll worry about if you bring back Aaron Rodgers. He's a distraction, Dan.
Mm-hmm.
You're young. You got a team. You're trying to instill your culture, and you bring in this wackadoodle who's going to care only about himself.
How do you think he's received by his Jets teammates?
Aaron Rodgers?
Yes. I'm just curious.
Publicly, privately?
Yeah,
I think they think he's a damn goofball, Hick.
Okay.
Like most people who meet Aaron Rodgers come away with that
Okay, but
thought.
here's my thing. They also know that he threw for 3,900 yards last year, and he threw 28 touchdowns, had just 11 picks, and had a rating of 90. So if they trot out, I don't even know who's the. They'd have to go get a quarterback.
Yeah, they got to get a quarterback.
You know, are they going to go get Kirk Cousins, who had a terrible year?
No, I wouldn't do that. I keep Aaron Rodgers over him.
They're not bringing Sam Darnold in.
Here's what I worry.
Talk to me about who's going to play quarterback if it's not going to be Aaron Rodgers.
Okay, that would be the golden question. But God forbid that you need Aaron Rodgers, and that's the mindset that he comes in with.
Well, here's my point.
This guy's a bad teammate.
Yeah,
I watched him all year long, Dan. I watched him.
He's got a lot of friends.
He's a terrible teammate. A terrible teammate. And I'm building the culture here, and I'm about Jets. I'm not about Aaron Rodgers, man.
Yeah.
I agree with you that from a strict quarterbacking standpoint, right now he would seem like the best option. But, man, he's got to be a little more humbler in team first. I don't want a quarterback my first year in a darkness retreat or on a European tour.
That was his second year.
While my guys are in OTAs.
Yeah.
I don't want it. I'm sorry. That could be for some teams. That's not for here, man.
Oh, maybe.
And by the way, Aaron, I will remind you, here's your wiki page.
Yeah.
You ain't won crap in 15 years.
Mm-hmm.
Nothing.
Mm-hmm.
So that's the argument against a 20. And with all those numbers, Dan, tell me how many games they won. He wasn't good last year. He got hotter at the end of the year.
Well, again, the Jets are one of those. They're worse than the Jags in one respect. They lost games where we lose games, one-score games, okay? The Jets lose games where if Zerline makes this kick, we win. Those, like, one-play games.
Yeah.
I feel like the Jags lost one-score games, but
I would rather have Aaron Rodgers than any distraction for a year than just throwing it to some journeyman who wins 5 games and let that set your standards. So I get it, and I'm being probably harsher on Aaron Rodgers than would. And understand, I'm not criticizing 35-year-old Aaron Rodgers, Dan, because fan now will want to come back with show some respect. No, I'll show the respect that Aaron Rodgers earned last year. He had just an okay season.
Yeah. Yeah,
Just okay. I mean, not terrible, but certainly not lifting you. And had some, by the way, there were some games last year you could put on him.
For sure.
He didn't play well, threw bad picks, and
it was horrible
made
against Buffalo at
mistakes.
the end of the year. But
right.
yeah.
So I get where I think Aaron Glenn did the right thing. I don't know, man. I got to come and see what this guy's about. And who knows if you'll see him around the complex till April, Dan. I don't know what Aaron Rodgers does.
Well,
he does his own thing.
We're gonna have a sit down. We're gonna
maybe
talk,
if he graces you with that.
Well, then if he doesn't, then I'm not.
That's
interested.
correct.
That's real easy.
But he's under contract. No.
Yeah. Well,
I think he is. I think he's got 1 year left. I think.
I don't know. I thought it was. Was it a 2-year deal? I think it was. I don't know.
I feel like it was a 2-year.
I feel like he's under contract
maybe
for another
2 year
year, or
with
this wouldn't be
option,
a story. Why would this be a story?
Yeah, he signed a 3-year deal. $75 million guaranteed though, so he's already basically gotten.
Listen. I don't want to. Aaron Rodgers is going to be better than just go getting a guy off the street. The Tyrod Taylors and DTRs and Mac Jones of the world, bro.
I think he's back.
I do too. I would do it.
But
But I really would ask him, Aaron. I mean, I know this is the twilight of your career. Can you just pretend to be like a leader for a year?
Mm-hmm.
But this highbrow, I can't imagine anyone in that locker room
if he's
connects
traded,
with
if
him.
he's traded or released, the Jets would have to handle $49 million in dead money.
Do you think I just can't see him connecting with anyone in that locker room?
I don't know.
Devontae.
Yeah, he's always got Devontae.
He always got Devontae.
Yeah, I guess so.
And isn't Lazard there also?
Yeah, but he's gone.
I'm talking about connections, just like grooving with this guy. He is a
seemed like
weird
in the
dude.
beginning that him and Sauce had a thing, but maybe that was just him welcoming the new quarterback to the city. Yeah, because I kind of agree with you. I don't know who could really vibe with Aaron Rodgers.
Yeah. Terry. That was a guy he could groove with. All right, we got 9 o'clock nasty. We got to go. It's cranked up time. E?
Yeah.
You ready to bring it?
Stay ready.
Oh, gosh. It's Cal and Chuck Accessories Tuesday. We apologize in advance.
Bring it.
Friends, fun, and the best sports talk in town.
Well, come on. What do you say? Are you in?
1010XL.
Talk about a great time.
Duval's Good Timin' Sports Talk Radio. Now you can watch 1010XL shows all day on X, Facebook, and YouTube. Brought to you by MyBookie. Experience Vegas from the comfort of your phone anytime, anywhere. Sign up today. Use promo code 1010XL.
Hi, this is Dale Murray with Murray Automotive Group in Stark and Kingsland. Save yourself from those big city dealers and their fast-talking flim-flam tactics. No matter what your automotive need is, we've got you covered. Ford, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, Ram, and nobody beats our prices, and I mean nobody. Shazam! Plus our exclusive 15-year, 150,000-mile warranty included on every qualified vehicle. And we'll trade anything from AirPods to fishing rods. Compare our prices online at ShazamAuto.com. Then come see me, Dale Murray. I'll be waiting for you. Shazam!
The Drill on 1010XL. From the studios of Republic Services, we'll handle it from here.
Man, jack of all trades, masters of none? It just feels like at every turn nowadays, every company can do all work. Not us. Hi, Stevie Beatrice here, second-generation plumber right here in Jacksonville, Florida. We are your master plumbing company that only focuses on all your plumbing needs. So for your next plumbing job, don't call another Jack. Call Beatrice Plumbing, where plumbing is what we do and plumbing is what we're great at. Beatrice Plumbing, here to help.
DivorceMenOnly.com. This is Kenny Lay of Kenny Lay & Associates. Our firm specializes in representing men in family law. That's all we do. That's our only focus. We can help with all of your family law needs, such as divorce, custody, alimony, and child support. For over a decade, we have helped thousands of men with these types of issues. We even have an appellate division ready to challenge a judge's ruling. If you need a family law attorney, go to DivorceMenOnly.com. DivorceMenOnly.com. Offices, Jacksonville.
WJXL AM Jacksonville Beach. WJXL FM Jacksonville Beach.
Southeast Orthopedic Specialist is now offering ortho walk-in appointments. If you have an immediate need for orthopedic care, contact Southeast Orthopedic Specialist immediately. Avoid ERs and urgent care waiting rooms. For more information, go to se-ortho.com.
Relieve pain and get back to life. Southeast Orthopedic Specialist.
Duval.
Take your taste buds to One Night Taco Stand for Taco Tuesday. Get $2.99 tacos and $6.99 specialty drinks. The 1010XL restaurant of the day is One Night Taco Stand, Mandarin, Orange Park, and Southside at Bay Meadows.
Attention skilled electricians. Are you undervalued at your current company? Time to step up to the bigger projects and better opportunities. Join the team at Miller Electric Company, a trusted name in the industry for over 96 years. At Miller, we tackle the biggest projects in the city, offering not just the job, but an experienced, top-notch pay, unbeatable benefits, and the best working environments in the business. Please join the team that values your skills and rewards your hard work. Elevate your career to new heights. Apply today at millercareers.com, an equal opportunity employer.
Hi, I'm Mac with Baker Glass. Are you tired of wrestling with your old shower curtain? Then say goodbye to the curtain chaos and hello to a new frameless shower enclosure. Wago Glass is clear, classy, and won't stick to you like a toddler at bedtime. Plus, it makes your bathroom look bigger and brighter. Upgrade your shower experience and step into style. Call me at Baker Glass and get ready to love your new glass shower enclosure. Baker Glass, no one treats you better.
Mia here. Since 1982, Closets by Design has specialized in creating dream spaces for every budget. My designer, Frances, made the process so easy. She came to my house and designed a walk-in closet that's not only beautiful, but incredibly functional for me and Beau Valentine. Call today to schedule your free in-home consultation at 800-293-3744 or visit closetsbydesign.com and take advantage of their 40% off New Year savings this month only, including 18-month special financing. Closets by Design.
Hey gang, Prosser here, and if it's time for you to sell your home, there is nothing like a guarantee, is there? Well, with Chad and Sandy and chadandsandy.com, you know what the guarantee is? Your home sold guaranteed, or they'll buy it. How simple can it be? Whatever problems you think you have, didn't I just eliminate most of them? Perhaps you're worried about costly repairs, need to sell your home, not with Chad and Sandy. Maybe you're worried you won't sell your home for the price you need. That's what the agreed upon price is all about. Chad and Sandy, check every box. Call them today. Chad and Sandy, the only local real estate experts I trust and recommend. Chad and Sandy guarantee your home sold at an agreed upon price and deadline, or they will buy it. No required costly repairs. Pick your move date. No long-term contracts. Cancel at any time. Jonathan in Mount Pleasant. The only thing standing between me and my dream of traveling in my RV was the sale of my home. I heard Chad and Sandy on the radio and called. Crazy results in just 3 days. Got multiple offers for full asking price. You can too. Call 904-414-6200 or go to chadandsandy.com.
You'll always feel good when you send someone a Coen flowers, floral, or plant arrangement. This is Max Fink with 1010XL, and no matter what the reason, Coen Flowers has always come through for me. Order online at coenflowers.com.
Here's your Southeast Orthopedic Specialist local sports update, sponsored by Southern Oak Insurance. Jaguar head coach Liam Coen discussed getting to know the team during last year's joint preseason practices.
Yeah, I got an opportunity to talk to Josh Hines Allen that day. I got an opportunity to talk to Luke Fortner that day. That was the beginning of really looking at this as the opportunity that it became.
Jaguar owner Shad Khan mentioned that former Jaguar and Hall of Famer Tony Baselli had been involved in the search for the head coach and could potentially have an ongoing role in the front office.
We are going to have a position, and we're checking with the league what the rules are, what we have to follow.
Our state pro teams in the NBA, the Orlando Magic played against the Miami Heat in Miami as they battled for the Southeast Division. The Heat won in double overtime. Jimmy Butler of the Heat did not play due to an indefinite suspension. That's your Southeast Orthopedic Specialist local sports update. I'm Sam Nelson.
Currently, it's 9:08 and it's 57 degrees. Time and temp brought to you by Bueller Air and Plumbing. Stay cooler with Bueller.
1010XL is presented by Farah & Farah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Protecting you and your family. Call 396-5555. Jacksonville.
It's time.
Now, it's time for the 9 o'clock nasty on the drill.
We're wasting time.
Here are Jeff Prosser, Dan Hicken, and E.T.
All right, welcome back to the show. Todd Golden. Title IX investigation has been closed by the University of Florida. No evidence, they say, that he violated Title IX. It was a 4-month investigation following the complaint filed against Golden. If it's dropped and you're Todd Golden, do you sue? Do you?
Nah. You let this go.
Why do you let it go?
Why would you sue? You're going to sue a 19-year-old with nothing?
No.
The university?
The Independent Florida Alligator?
Well, then, those things I don't know. If you want to distract yourself, I guess you can. I suppose I would just move along. Barely damage, no foul.
Yeah.
This did not have the kind of sting I thought it would have. It never did.
The cynical one would say
it never got wheels like I thought it would.
We thought he was done.
For sure.
When that came out.
But I tell you what, he did a couple of things that were smart. He immediately said, I'm countersuing. This is defamation. This is ridiculous.
Lawyered up.
Right. Yeah. And by the way, and gave it time to say, look, this is the way I said it. If Mrs. Golden decided to give him a lifetime ban, perfectly understandable.
Yeah.
But as far as legally or NCAA wise, he didn't cross any rules. Even if it was as it was stated.
Yeah.
It's just a sketchy dude being a dog. It's not like
allegations of sexual harassment, sexual exploitation, stalking, and cyber stalking from multiple women, including students.
No, and this is all, by the way, that I really chalk this up, to be honest with you, to shoddy, young, inexperienced reporting. And this thing had a whole lot of I heard at a frat party vibe to it.
According to the letter, ESPN obtained that the university sent to a female complainant.
Mm-hmm.
The Title IX coordinator determined there was no evidence to indicate that sexual harassment occurred within a university program or activity.
That's what sexual harassment is.
The school had to dismiss the complaint. The letter noted that the complaint was initiated after the university received an anonymous report that named multiple potentially impacted persons.
This is what happened. I know people who know the story now at this point. A boyfriend of one of the girls who was having interactions with Todd Golden that are inappropriate got ticked and went public and contacted other people who were in the thing.
The attorney who represented a 21-year-old college student who did not attend Florida said that although the reported behavior might not fall under the definition of Title IX, there was certainly evidence that there was questionable activity that occurred while Golden was participating in the
Yes,
university
it's
event.
very questionable to be a married basketball coach and be carrying on online or otherwise with these girls.
Right.
Questionable doesn't begin to describe it.
Right.
In no way is this okay, but it's not fireable. And if you're 18-2, it's especially not fireable.
The Title IX complaint included allegations that Golden sent photos and videos of his personal parts, made unwanted sexual advances on Instagram, and requested sexual favors. The school has declined requests to release records of the complainant. So anyway, that's where we are. There is a separate Title IX inquiry right now involving Florida assistant coach Torian Green that includes sexual assault allegations is ongoing. That is a situation where not a student, but an athletic department employee alleged that Green kissed her and tried to put his hand down her pants, according to the complainant reviewed by ESPN earlier this month. So that's where we are with that one. So anyway.
Where we are with that one is Golden has escaped unscathed. And if you're not following amiss of these college, Title IX and stuff, which are much stricter than the legal side, there's not going to be any law. There's not going to be any charges here. This obviously was way overstated.
Gators don't play again until Saturday.
Again, not the behavior, the morality of the behavior, the character of the individual. None of that is being overstated. The crossing like legal or termination lines, it just doesn't feel like that was ever the case.
What about morality clauses and such?
Those are there if you choose to use them.
If you choose to.
Of course.
Yeah.
Why? I think we all know that very closely.
So 18-2.
Morality clauses are a joke. There are two.
18-2 or 2-18, it might be different.
100%.
Yeah.
2-2, and if they were 2-18 town, he would have never made it past the announcement. All right, we're moving on. Like the poor basketball coach. I say poor. I don't mean poor. Whatever they did. I don't know what these other coaches down there who were harassing their players and mistreating. I don't know what they did. But yeah, if you weren't a winning program, if it weren't Arrow up, if you didn't have Final Four projections on you, sure, it might be viewed a little different. It shouldn't be. Look, and even at 18-2, if Todd Golden were doing things to students, using his position of power to meet to them, then he should be fired. But if he's just a dog, a dirty, no good husband who texts and sex young co-eds, he's just a jerk. If you want to if you want to employ that, that's on you. And I don't know if Todd Golden is denying those things because I think it'd be smart not to. I think he is guilty of being a pig.
Gators have 3 of their next 4 on the road. They go at Tennessee, then they're home against ranked Vanderbilt, then they're at Auburn, number 1 in the country, and at Mississippi State, number 14 in the country. Very tough next 4 games. Then they get a little bit of a breather as they get South Carolina at home, Oklahoma at home, at LSU, and at Georgia. Those 4 are much more manageable. Then they wrap with 3 really tough games. Texas A&M at home, at Alabama, and Ole Miss at home.
They all seem those games. You just read me a bunch of games that sound the exact same to me. At Auburn hits different. The rest of those they're all tough games. It's like every game. What's the difference in at Ole Miss and home against Bama? Not much.
To me, there's a big difference at Mississippi State and playing home against Oklahoma or South Carolina.
Well, yeah, sure. Well, I meant the better teams, which most of them are.
My point is, I think there's a big 4-pack coming up here. 3 of the 4 on the road. All 4 ranked teams. Those are 4 tough games. Then you got 4 that are, to me, quite frankly, South Carolina home, you'll be favored. Oklahoma at home, you'll be favored. At LSU, you'll be favored. At Georgia, you'll be favored. 4 games where you'll be favored. Then you wrap with 3 ranked teams again: Texas A&M, Alabama, and Ole Miss.
And they have not fared well against Texas A&M. That game goes to the last final seconds or overtime every year, and Texas A&M wins every time.
Doesn't it? It sure does.
It seems to have worked that way.
Yeah. So anyway, that's what's ahead for Florida Gator basketball, knowing that their coach is in full stead. And then the Micah Hanlockton story will continue as well. Will he play? Won't he play? To be determined. I guess a fluid situation, according to the coach. So interesting stuff in college basketball, where the game of the night was Arizona beating, who was it? Iowa State, right? Caleb Love hit a 3/4 length shot to send it into overtime.
It's again, you see 3/4 shots, and sometimes you see them like with a tie game. It's very rare that you're down 3 and you hit that shot to tie and send to overtime. And when they did, Arizona blitzed them, and Iowa State's a good team.
Shiloh Sanders has reportedly been struggling at the East-West Shrine Bowl practices. Sanders has been reportedly getting taken advantage of in 1v1s and been getting picked on in team periods. Many in attendance reportedly believe Shiloh Sanders, that's the brother, that's the defensive back, has not raised his stock with his performance. Several NFL scouts project Sanders to be a day 3 pick since entering the draft.
This is Shiloh, though, not
Shiloh.
Shador. Shador's not working out.
No, this is at the East-West, and this is different than the Senior Bowl.
I have a Shazam spotlight before we go to break and come back with more here in the 9 o'clock you call nasty.
Yes.
We're over, righty?
Yes.
The Buffalo, this is a nod. Well, it's a nod. It's a nod to Josh Allen, who is not getting the same support that his comrades are getting who are trying to chase down Patrick Mahomes. This is what I mean. In their last 5 playoff losses, the Bills have given up 33 points a game. You hear me?
Mm-hmm.
33 points a game in their last 5 losses.
Mm-hmm.
To put that in perspective, the worst point per game defense of all time in the Super Bowl, 1967, the Colts gave up 33. Anyway, Josh Allen, 31.3 in his 6 playoff losses to Mahomes, 31.7 in 3 playoff losses. Mahomes, 31.7 in 3 playoff losses. That's what his defense has given up. So you follow me? Josh Allen, in his 6 playoff losses, the defense gave up 31.3 on average. Mahomes, his 3 playoff losses, the defense gave up 31.7 on average. Lamar, 5 playoff losses, 22 points per game. Joe Burrow, 2 playoff losses, 23 points per game. Not exactly the not exactly kind of what we carry.
Well, he's first all-time in total yards per game in the playoffs. He's first all-time in TDs per game in the playoffs. He's first all-time in TD to turnover ratio.
Yeah, Josh Allen is in no way at all.
You got a Stephon Diggs drop. You got a Chiefs 13-second comeback. You got a Tyler Bass missed field goal. And now you got what happened Sunday.
Yeah, you got Dalton Kincaid, who he backs.
Refs, however you want to do it. Yeah,
either. He's
7-6 still in the playoffs, which ain't bad. He could very easily be 10-3, and that's why I kind of felt like if Josh Allen were on the Chiefs, it'd be basically the same thing.
I think he would be winning if he was with Andy Reid on the Chiefs. Yeah. I don't think Patrick Mahomes alone would be winning all of them.
I say that with
I think Mahomes
both Hall of Famers.
I think Mahomes has at least proven that no matter what he would be doing, he wouldn't leave you high and dry like Burrow, Lamar, and Josh Allen have.
Fair enough.
If he were on one of those teams, he'd have one or two.
I agree.
But in fairness, good quarterbacks with Andy Reid would probably be winning as well. It is the Catlin Truck Accessories Tuesday. You're listening to The Drill. That was the Shazam Spotlight brought to you by ShazamAuto.com.
The Drill from the studios at Republic Services. We'll handle it from here.
The radio station with special skills.
These powers, I could be
Jaguars, Gators, sports talk for Jacksonville.
a superhero!
1010 XL, Jacksonville Sports Superstation.
Nia here. It's the Everything's on sale going on now at Arlington Toyota Pre-Owned. Get 0 down and just $288 per month for a pre-owned 2022 Toyota Corolla. Or you choose a pre-owned 2021 Camry, RAV4, or Tacoma for 0 down and only $388 per month. Or how about no payments till July 2025? And you get 60 days to love your purchase or exchange it. Shop the Everything's on sale at Arlington Toyota Pre-Owned today. 10939 Atlantic Boulevard at arlingtontoyota.com.
Hey, Hicken here for America's #1 game Prize Picks. More than 10 million members, can't be wrong. Billions of dollars to win. And the big game coming in just less than 2 weeks. And, man, go to Prize Picks because there'll be some free squares for you. And here's how it works. You get a free square, it just means more money, right? You pick more or less. You pick a player. You pick a number, more or less, and you watch the winnings roll in. That's how it's done, and it's real easy to do. Prize Picks now offers MasterCard for quick and easy deposits into your accounts this sports season. Here's what you got to do. You got to download, get that Prize Picks app. Today, use code JAX. If you haven't done it, you get $50 instantly. You play 5. That's code JAX on Prize Picks. Get $50 instantly when you play 5. Don't even need to win to receive the $50 bonus. Guaranteed. Prize Picks, man. Run your game. Must be present in certain states. Visit prizepicks.com for restrictions and details.
Hey everybody, it's Mike Dempsey. Here in North Florida, you know that when temperatures go up and your AC goes out, you need help now. Like right now. Like lickety-split. So why not call Lickety Split and get same-day emergency service for your AC? Now, I bet you've seen their trucks all over town. because they've got dozens of certified technicians ready to repair not only your AC, but your home's plumbing and electrical too. So when you want it done right, and you need it done right now, call Lickety Split AC Plumbing and Electric.
You don't have to be a football star to get a signing bonus. The team at Republic Services needs your skills, and they're paying up to $5,000 for you to join the roster. You'll be joining a winner. As an essential business, the Republic Services trucks have not stopped rolling with hourly and weekly pay and better benefits and vacation packages than the rest of the league. Driver trainees, $1,000 sign-on bonus. CDL drivers, $3,000. Diesel mechanics, $5,000 bonus. Join the winning team at Republic Services today. Visit republicservices.com.
Equal opportunity employer.
I open the door and take you inside the locker room to get you closer to the field, the players and coaches you care about.
Get a look at Hayes' blog on 1010XL.com.
My blog is brought to you by Roland Reese Plumbing,
where quality and experience count.
A lot of companies will tell you they're the best. At Custom Tree Surgeons, they show you every time. Custom Tree Surgeons has built an all-pro team. Every tree service professional has years of experience, continually trained and certified. They know what, when, and how to handle any job. It gets done efficiently and quickly by a team of experts. So for tree trimming, removal, stump grinding, and emergency services, forget any name other than Custom Tree Surgeons. There is no job they can't do better. Go to website CustomTreeSurgeons.com. That's CustomTreeSurgeons.com, and let them show you how the job is supposed to get done.
An ACL tear can be a devastating injury with prolonged pain and rehabilitation. Hi, I'm Dr. George Bari. I'm a sports medicine orthopedic surgeon who grew up right here in Jacksonville and then went on to train with the world-renowned Dr. James Andrews. At Bari Orthopedics, we use the most current techniques to get you back on the field with less pain and quicker rehabilitation. We treat all types of sports injuries with the newest techniques available. Please call us for consultation or visit BariOrthopedics.com.
Find out more at BariOrthopedics.com. That's BAHRI Orthopedics.com. Start your Sunday off with a cup of Joe and some sports medicine intel. This is Joe C. inviting you to join me and Dr. George Bari for Breaking Bones every Sunday morning at 7:30. And if you miss an episode, just look for Breaking Bones wherever you listen to podcasts.
E to the T here, and Twin Peaks is the best in the game. Here it's bigger game days and bolder fight nights. I mean, where else can you find the scratch kitchen that comes through in the clutch every day, from lunch to late night? Only at Twin Peaks, the #1 sports bar. Come on, somebody.
Integrity, persistence, and standing up for victims. It's what you want in a personal injury case and what my friend and lawyer Glenn Coen brings to every case for over 40 years. Call Glenn at Barnes & Coen.
Start the new year with a fresh look for your home. It's the Renewal by Andersen New Year's sales event. For a limited time, save 20% off on our energy-efficient windows and patio doors designed to keep your home comfortable year-round and your energy bills down. Visit bestwindowsflorida.com to schedule your free consultation. But hurry, the special New Year's offer won't last. License number CGC 1527613.
This is Burton Cummings, the voice of a generation. Burton Cummings, 60th Anniversary Hits Tour, February 5th at Florida Theater, with special guest Jim Messina. Burton Cummings and his band, 60th Anniversary Hits Tour. Tickets on sale now at floridatheater.com.
1010XL is presented by Farah & Farah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Protecting you and your family. Call 396-5555. Jacksonville.
All right, welcome back. Saw this post. There's this dude. This dude's been moving up the charts too. This right tackle, Armand Membo from Mizzou. He's a right tackle. They were worried about his size. They say he's based on his tape. He's outstanding. Well, they verified him 6'3 and a half, 332. But very Trent Baalke-like arms, 34 inches. So be careful. Armand Membo. Armand Membo. So we shall see how that goes.
Have you seen this meme going around, this basketball meme going around? And I want you to I don't know, make some sense of it. It seems odd. It's not that one should be the other. It's that, like, you would put one in the southeast of the U.S. and one in, like, Seattle, that far apart from each other. I'm going to read you a player A, player B here.
Okay.
Not trying to move your needle one way or the other, but just tell me, give me an idea how far you think these guys are as far as, legacy or reputation. You play any?
He's playing.
For sure.
Player A is an 11-time All-NBA player.
Ooh.
Player B was an 11-time All-NBA player.
Same.
Player A was a 13-time All-Star. Player B was a 14-time All-Star.
Both great players.
Player A has 8 championships. Player B has 6 championships.
Great players.
Player A scored 26,000 career points. Player B scored 32,000 career points. But player B had 8,000 rebounds. Player B had 6,000 rebounds. Player A had 6,000 assists. Player B had 5,000 assists. Player A had 31 triple-doubles in his career. Player B had 28 triple-doubles in his career. You want to guess for me who player A and player B are?
No idea, but I'll say this. They're both not just, they might be Hall of Famers.
Yeah, they are both, for sure, both Hall of Famers.
I'm going to take a stab just to guess.
Okay.
Is Scottie Pippen one of them?
No.
Okay.
That's
I like
That's
that.
a good try.
Good guess.
Player B's the GOAT.
Jordan.
Player B is Michael Jordan.
Yeah.
11-time All-NBA, 14-time All-Star, 6 titles, 32,000 points, 6,000 rebounds, 5,000 assists, 28 triple-doubles, undefeated in the final 6-0. Player B, 11 All-NBA, 13 All-Star, 8 titles, 26K, 8K, 6K, 31 triple-doubles, 8 no finals, is John Havlicek.
Hondo.
It's not about their closest. John Havlicek is now, by my view, and will forever be the most underrated player in NBA history. Now, here's the difference. He's got a lot more games. His average is only 20 points a game. He played on great teams that had a bunch of Hall of Famers, Bill Russell and others. But I am just so shocked that John Havlicek has more career rebounds and assists than Jordan.
Yeah.
That he has the same number of All-NBA and All-Star. There's also some more differentiations. Jordan was first-team All-NBA all the time.
Right.
And Havlicek was first-team All-NBA only 3 of those 11. So there's some differentiations in there. But the fact that those career numbers are so close would at least make you think, man, maybe we've underrated John Havlicek all these years.
Sure.
Are you aware of John Havlicek? Is that a name in your wheelhouse, E?
Yeah, I got that.
Yeah. The old Celtics days.
College, please, for John Havlicek?
Is it LSU?
No. That's Pete Maravich.
Okay, that's what I'm thinking.
Good guess.
Havlicek is Ohio State. Hondo.
Pop quiz, please, E. Speaking of great NBA players, just a little stat of the day. Not a stat of the day, but just for fun. Tell me the top 5 career leaders in total rebounds. Top 5 career leaders in total rebounds.
NBA?
Yeah. Most rebounds in their career. 23,924 is your leader.
Well, I mean, I got to go with the ones you would expect. I got to...
Like Wilt?
Wilt is number 1.
Yeah. I mean, I just don't know how you go away from Bill Russell. I mean...
Bill Russell's number 2.
Yeah.
All right.
And Kareem played forever. I mean, Kareem has got to be on the list.
Kareem is number 4.
Okay.
Looking for the top 5?
Top 5 only.
This is where I start to wonder about... I'll give you a dude, man. And I don't know if he played long enough, but Moses Malone was a rebounding machine, bro.
Okay.
Number 3.
Okay, we got Moses Malone. Would you have thought he was 3?
No.
Yeah, Moses Malone was
I thought I had more of a score than
he was. Moses Malone has the most 40-point, 20 rebound games in NBA history at 7. There's your little
Snapple
stat
cap.
of the day.
Okay.
Snapple cap, yeah.
Will Chamberlain, Bill Russell,
All right, we're
Moses
missing
Malone,
one.
Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, and number 5.
Okay. Wow. This is
Yeah,
a
it's
good
tough.
one. How about Rodman?
I thought him early,
Not
but I don't know
enough?
if he's
Didn't play enough?
Not enough, yeah.
What about Shaq? Didn't care enough. What about Dwight Howard?
Oh man, don't think he played long enough.
Big rebounder, Dwight Howard.
Huge rebounder.
I'm gonna go Dwight Howard.
Dwight Howard is number 11.
Okay.
Shaq is number 16.
Yeah.
There's Rodman on that list.
Rodman's not in the top 20.
Okay.
So I at least got it right of the
Rodman is number 24.
I got it right of those late ones that we said. It is Dwight Howard over
Chuck is number 20.
Okay.
Chuck who?
Barkley.
Oh. Is it like do we have to go back to like George Mikan or some nonsense? No. Is it a modern day player and we're just forgetting him?
What's modern day?
So it's not current. It's not like Spurs. Not Duncan.
Duncan is 7th.
Yeah, I was gonna say Duncan.
Ooh, cool.
Mailman is 8th.
How about it's got to be a guy who played for how about Olajuwon?
Olajuwon is 15th.
Okay. How about Ewing?
Ewing.
Soft.
26th.
Oh, that's weak.
Wow.
Just ahead of number 27, LeBron James.
How about David Robinson?
Here's to you, Mr. Robinson. No, sir.
Yeah, I wouldn't think
How
so.
about
He's 39th.
Kevin Garnett?
Kevin Garnett. Very good. He's 10th.
What about Ben Wallace? Didn't play long enough. All right.
Kevin Willis is 25th.
Good for him. Trying to think of these. What about Robert Parrish?
Ninth.
Chief.
What about McHale? No, he didn't play as long as Parrish.
No.
I don't.
How about this? Let's see. What's a good clue for you?
This is total rebounds, like career. Yeah.
Total rebounds. 16,330.
We got the top 4. That doesn't mean anything to me.
I can give it. I know there's a lot of clues I can give. I'll give it to you. So I'll just tell you.
I'm shocked that because we've hit just about everything from 1 to 15.
The A train.
Oh, that surprises me. But I would
Artist
not have
Gilmore.
thought NBA rebounds he would have registered that many. I would have thought too many would have come from ABA.
They're combined.
Okay, well then that was kind of a. Yeah, that tricked me a little
Who's
bit.
the A train?
I would Artist Gilmore.
Oh,
I would have
okay.
at least
Jacksonville's own.
Yeah, I would have at least brought him probably into my field of vision had I considered a dual ABA NBA.
Second all time in the ABA, but
Yeah, finally got into the Hall a few years ago.
Yeah.
Man, way late.
way late.
I mean,
But glad he's in.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And the basketball Hall is combo, right?
Yeah, it's the Basketball Hall of Fame.
Yeah, there's college you can get in for
Women,
either or
everybody.
both.
Refs, anybody.
Yeah, refs.
Yeah. We got to take a break. We'll come back, make the turn for home next, right here on The Drill.
The Drill on 1010XL. From the studios of Republic Services, we'll handle it from here. Where electrifying moments come to life.
Inside of a minute to play.
And legendary performances live.
A monumental milestone in a legendary career.
1010XL. The power of Jacksonville Sports Radio.
Hey, Hicken here for my friends at Beaches Dermatology. I've talked about Beaches Dermatology for quite some time, and I'll tell you why. They've been taking care of me for quite some time. Doctors are legends in our area. Doctors Boudreaux, Doctors Metz, as good as they get. Dr. Fader does the Mohs surgery, awesome. Staff at Solana Road, second to none. Beaches Dermatology is there to serve you, there to help you, there to keep your skin safe and flourishing, quite frankly. I just want it safe, and that's what they help me do. They want to remind you, man, even now, even in the winter, if you're out in the sunshine all day long, put on a hat, cover those ears, long sleeve dry fit, whatever it takes, protect your skin from the sun. If something does come up, get it checked out at Beaches Dermatology online. You can make an appointment at beachesdermatology.com. That's beachesdermatology.com.
Lauren Brooks here. At Hodges Mazda, they are proud of their solid reputation in the Jacksonville community. As your hometown Mazda dealer, their high customer service standards and their huge inventory of new and used cars provide their customers a consistently first-rate car buying experience. Their professional non-commissioned sales team puts your best interest first without exception. And all new vehicle purchases include the Hodges Mazda Protection Package. Visit them online at hodgesmazda.com or stop in today to learn more and discover the Hodges Mazda difference.
Start your new year off healthy. Get screened at Ackerman Urology for common cancers of the prostate, bladder, and kidney. Early detection is key with 5 locations across Northeast Florida. Visit AckermanUrology.com.
Home is where your story begins. And at Donovan Air Electric and Plumbing, we're here to make it the healthiest, most comfortable place it could be. Whether it's fresh, clean air, dependable plumbing, or reliable power, we take care of it all. From routine maintenance to state-of-the-art solutions, Donovan keeps your home running smoothly. Because at Donovan, we believe your home isn't just where you live, it's where your health meets comfort. Call Donovan Air Electric and Plumbing at 904-270-COOL or visit us online. Let's make your home healthier, safer, and better together.
What could you do with an extra $75,000 right now, or even a couple $100,000? If you own a home, you can get that money in less than a week with Loan Pronto. Hey, Prosser here. Loan Pronto is the leader in quickly converting your home equity into cold hard cash. so you can pay off all your credit cards or start that home remodel. Loan Pronto has several easy options to let you access the cash from your home. There's virtually no paperwork, no cumbersome process, no junk fees, often no appraisals. Listen, the average homeowner now has over $300,000 in equity. That's your money. Use it. One client got $150,000 out and paid off all their credit cards, 2 car loans, and a personal loan, cutting their monthly expenses by $1,500. You can get approved in as little as 1 day, so act now with no hard credit pull up front. LoanPronto.com or 904-999-1508. Get the money you need for anything at 904-999-1508 or just go to LoanPronto.com. Equal housing lender, NMLS 1661781, subject to lender approval, NMLSconsumeraccess.org.
The housing market is as busy as ever on the First Coast. And if you've moved in or moved on, make sure you have a team of trained electricians ready to help. American Electrical can make sure you're up to date electrically and maximize your living experience. Smart home automation services, home theater systems, outdoor and dock lighting, and backup generators. American Electrical can do it all. A team you can trust with highly trained technicians ensuring you have the best living experience. American-Electrical.com, a leader on the First Coast and powered by professionalism.
This date in sports history is brought to you by Southeast Orthopedic Specialists.
On January 28th, 1992, NHL legend St. Louis wing Brett Holt becomes the second player in NHL history to record back-to-back seasons, 50 goals in 50 games.
Mike Dempsey here. All right, we're almost a month into the new year. How's that resolution to drop your first 20 to 25 pounds going? Didn't happen? Yeah, well, that's probably because you didn't call Awaken 180 weight loss. I did, and in just 4 weeks, I dropped 23 pounds and was at my goal. But here's the crazy part. It didn't stop there. It was so easy, I kept going. Did it another week. Next thing I know, I'm down 27 pounds. That's right, 27. You know what's wild? I can still see my abs again. Not ripped. I don't have a six-pack, but I didn't even think I had those anymore before Awaken 180. It's amazing when you see the results. Feel the results. You just want to keep pushing forward. That's what makes Awaken 180 so different. It's not some medication quick fix where the weight comes off and comes back. It's real results that you can see and feel. Fast results and lasting results. Results that make you want to keep going. To reach a goal you never thought possible. Want the same for you? Then do it. Call the solution for weight loss, Awaken 180 Weight Loss, 844-346-1800, or visit awaken180weightloss.com today.
Bull riding. The perfect fusion of strength, skill, and pure willpower. Professional bull riders aren't just athletes. They're daredevils with cowboy souls. Come experience the true modern West, where 8 seconds of glory will create a lifetime of memories. It's the Michelob Ultra PBR Jacksonville at ViStar Veterans Memorial Arena, February 22nd and 23rd. Tickets available at Ticketmaster.com and PBR.com. Hold on tight. The ride of your life is about to begin.
Gun charges, drug charges. I'm attorney Malcolm Anthony, and I specialize in handling these types of felony cases. Stay out of trouble, but if you don't, call me at 285-4LAW. That's 285-4LAW.
Denny Thompson here. Tyson Sound and Security has a huge prize sweepstakes now through the big game. I'm talking a 75-inch loaded Samsung TV with 3D surround sound, a sound bar with wireless subwoofer, and installation is included. Stop by the new showroom, check out the setup, and drop your name in the box for your chance to win the $2,500 prize now through February 9th. Tyson Sound and Security now at 3555 U.S. Highway 17 in Fleming, Iowa.
1010XL is presented by Farah & Farah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Protecting you and your family. Call 396-5555. Jacksonville. Now, the cool down from the cool guys at Donovan Air Electric and Plumbing. Fast, reliable, and honest service since '87.
See how he is?
What's wrong?
It all comes clean. See how he is.
What just happened?
Nice.
That's what.
See what happens? See what they learn? They learn when you open it up for them.
No. See, I never crack the mic all the way to the last minute.
Good move there.
Every time.
Overheard in the break. That would be the podcast if we ever did one. But the day we do Overheard in the break is the day we stop doing the radio show because we will be canceled. Just because we're people like you are. Just like Overheard in the lunchroom today would get you canceled. It happens.
Because Dan just said I look like... Never mind.
Yeah, that's correct. Yes. That would not have gotten us canceled.
Saturday, August 30th, cool down, Florida State. Alabama comes to town. The Noles and Alabama. The schedule's out for the Noles, obviously. They've got 2 Friday night games, one against Virginia on September 26th and one against NC State November 21st. They go Alabama, then they go East Texas A&M and Kent State, then they got Virginia, then they got Miami, then they have Pitt, Stanford, Wake, Clemson in November.
ACC.
Va Tech, NC State, and Florida. That's their schedule.
Where is the Bama game?
In Tallahassee.
In Tallahassee. That's not one of those neutral field.
First 3
deals.
are at home. Then they got away at Virginia on a Friday night. I don't know what Virginia has. Then they're home again for Miami and Pitt. Then they got to go out to Palo Alto.
It's not a tough schedule.
No.
I mean, you got Bama and Florida at the end. Those aren't easy games, especially the Florida beat and get. Yeah, those are tough SEC games. One at home, one on the road.
Yeah.
I say Florida's tough. By the time we get to the year, maybe they won't be. I don't know, but at least trending off the last 4 is all we got to go on, and hopefully they'll continue to get better.
But anyway, that's FSU's schedule.
Okay.
If you are,
I'm a cooling down on just like at least the one. There's one question that did not come up, or yesterday it didn't become an issue, and that is ask calling the plays. Yeah, I'm calling the plays. That's my plan. I'm calling the plays. Liam Coen.
Okay.
I'm calling the play. And none of this nonsense that Doug put extra pressure and focus on himself by just not answering the question. If you're going to give the play calling to press, then have the stones to say I'm giving it to press. I mean, what is the...
Yeah, that was nonsense.
What's the secrecy?
That
it created drama where there didn't need to be any.
He didn't need to have any, and he messed that up the whole time he was here.
I'm also cooling down on this. I'm anxious to see if there is any kind of ratings boost with Tiger and Rory playing in the TGL last night and it actually being somewhat competitive and somewhat more entertaining.
Yes. That will be interesting going forward.
It should be soon. I mean, they usually, by tomorrow maybe we'll see ratings. I don't know if they're going to rush out an overnight on the TGL.
Haven't seen them yet. Dylan Gabriel is at the Senior Bowl. You had mentioned him. He's got one thing that he's got to take care of.
What's that?
Well, he's got helmet issues.
What do you mean?
Well, he's got Oregon on this side, Oklahoma over here, and UCF back here.
He's got a bunch. He's been 3 places, yeah. You know who I want to be a Jaguar, and you can get him in like round 3 or 4? I'll have a lot of company here. A lot of company. I don't know where this guy, he's out of sight, out of mind. He became a cult hero for a hot minute in the college football season, especially late.
Scatterboo?
Scatterboo, man. Give me some Scatterboo round 3. Huh?
I don't think he's around 3 or
round 6 then.
Yeah.
I want some Scatterboo.
All right.
Give me a dude who at least thinks he's the best player in the league.
He plays hard, too.
He plays hard.
Toby Gerhardt.
No, man. He's got a lot more
he's more athletic than Toby.
No, and he's also got a lot. He's hard. He's harder than Toby. Toby Gerhardt he's a fresh face, rosy cheeked. This guy's hard, man.
Toby Gerhardt, 343 carries, 1,871 yards, 28 touchdowns in his senior year at Stanford.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, you could say the same thing.
Scatterboo go for 1,871?
No, but I mean, that's so ridiculous. What are you even doing? Because I want to give you Christian McCaffrey's numbers then, or give you anyone. I mean, you're just throwing me a number.
Well, he's not Christian McCaffrey.
What's the difference?
Christian McCaffrey's white lightning.
Oh, no, I get it. I don't listen. I'm not going to tell you the exact prototype for Scatterboo. I watched him. Yeah, he's a burlier.
Scatterboo's that Missouri kid.
He's like a Alstott kind of, a little smaller.
He had a good year, though. He had 17-11.
Yeah, it was awesome. And then, by the way, and at the end of the year, they just gave him the ball. He said, give it. He told him I'm going to run it.
Yeah.
I just like him. I like his dude.
Yeah.
His dudeness. He got a good dude.
I'm not against Scatterboo. I just don't want to overreach for him.
No, I don't want to I don't know where he's slotted. That's why I said I'm just going by those 1,700 yards. And he did it in big games against big opponents.
He did.
Yeah, he was big in the playoff game, wasn't he?
Yes.
Yeah.
I mean, he threw one, he caught one, right? And he ran one. Wasn't that it?
Yes.
Yeah, I mean, yeah.
Scatterboo.
And Scatterboo, by the way, they asked him who should win the Heisman. He said, me. I'm the best player.
He went 30 for 143 against Texas.
That's pretty good.
It's pretty good.
Yeah. I think if you're running against Texas, you can run in the league.
Yeah.
And by the way, you're doing it with Arizona State's line, which I'm assuming wasn't probably at least a bit overmatched.
Tore up Mississippi State. 33 for 262.
No, I mean, yeah.
Scatterboo.
Scatterboo is the kind of guy who shows up in the NFL that you didn't know if you
Kansas State kicked his ass, 25 for 73.
If he hadn't gone, though, to the playoffs, most people would never have heard of him. All these running backs in the Senior Bowl, they're not registering to me. Then they'll go in the league and one of them will run for 1,300 yards like Bucky Irving and be like, where'd he go to school?
That's fair.
Like the cat for the Rams.
Yeah.
Kyron Williams.
Yeah.
Yeah. What's he, Memphis?
I don't even know.
Right?
Kyron Williams?
I'm asking.
Isn't he Notre Dame?
Oh, yeah, he was Notre Dame. You're right. Who was the Memphis back I saw? Memphis has two. Pollard is Memphis. There was one other one. I think there's a playoff running back from Memphis. You're right about Williams. I'm almost positive he was Notre Dame, now that you say
Antonio Gibson's Memphis.
That's it. Not that he's some big star, but they've had a few.
Yeah.
Are we trending, or what are we doing, or nothing? Oh.
We have to move here.
Stay ready. You ain't got to get ready.
Number 5.
Let's move then. Jeff, you would probably like this collab.
Oh, okay.
Thin Mints Girl Scout cookies. They're collabing with Wendy's Frosties.
Oh, I'm good with that.
Yeah, what you think
I'm
about
not
that?
a big, I don't like mint chocolate chip at all. I don't like mint flavored frozen stuff, but listen, man, those Thin Mint Girl Scout, they hit different. That ain't like so yeah, I could eat that. Dip it in the Frosty maybe and take a bite. That sounds good.
Number 4.
Y'all ever order something on? I feel like Dan would be a victim to this because Dan likes to order just random things from random places.
I've still not ordered offline, but once or twice my whole life.
Which is so he would fall
no
victim
lie.
to this.
Yeah.
A Savannah man ordered a tool set from a website, and when he received his package, what did he get? He got a picture of the tool set that he ordered.
Ooh.
Just to be.
That's a scam-a-llama.
No, I saw this scam. Did you see this? The dude, I saw they were actually reflected. It was a guy like in 1981. He was advertising a solar-powered clothes dryer, a solar-powered clothes dryer for like $39. Mm-hmm. And so you'd send the $39, he sent you a clothesline.
It's not wrong. It's not wrong. Though.
Not wrong.
It's not wrong.
Number 3.
We mentioned this in the break because, we talk about all kinds of stuff in the break, and I'll just leave it in.
Overheard in the break.
Cardi B got a new tattoo.
Oh, yeah, butt crack tattoo.
New
Yeah,
piercing.
Dan told
New
us where it
piercing.
Butt crack. He said he saw it.
I guess not many. Well, I was going to say, in most cases, not many would see that, but in this case, the whole world will.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
That's true. She showed it.
What
And
does Offset
Where
say?
exactly in the crack does one put a?
It was at the top.
Okay.
Top of
at
the
the very
butt
top.
Yeah, it was at the
kind of
top.
indicate where you're headed.
Yeah.
It's like a doorbell. That's what
Number
it is.
2.
40-year anniversary of Jordan's iconic shoe, the Jordan Bread 1. They're calling it the banned campaign because that's the shoe that the NBA tried to ban because of uniform regulations. That shoe, it went against the uniform policies, and it's one of the most iconic shoes. Only 10,000 of them will be released, and they'll be sold in 23 stores across the country.
as much fun as today's generation has with the Air Jordans. I mean, it's a brand. It's amazing. You watch college basketball teams and rivals of North Carolina got Jumpman on that. That's how big it was.
Yeah.
But we were fortunate. We lived that hysteria, dude, live. We're playing ball. When the Jordan shoes came out, and it was the Converse All-Star before that. The Adidas, was it Top 10 maybe was the name of the shoe? That was a big, big, big evolution in athletics when we went from just those old canvas crappy Keds and Converse shoes to the leather, and they just got cooler and cooler, and then Jordan cooled everything, and no one ever caught him.
Number 1.
And the number one trending topic, not only in Jacksonville, but just in the nation, the world of sports. The Jacksonville Jaguars got our new head coach, Liam Coen, and he definitely left us something to talk about when
no.
he
Don't
did
do it.
Don't do it. Oh, you know what's happening.
Oh, dear.
Duval.
Again, it's supposed to be war cry, not a guest for a charades game.
And that's what's trending.
Well done, E. Play us out of here.
Now, the 2-minute drill. Serviced by Cool Cats Heating and Cooling. Locally owned and operated. We're your neighbors. Find the coolest cats in town at coolcatsjacks.com.
Hello, Mike.
Good morning.
Super Tuesday edition of Jaguars Today on deck.
Yes.
What are we cooking? We breaking down Liam?
Of course, breaking down everything. And look, he should have stuck with the first Duval.
I know.
Right? Like, was he expecting some kind of call and response from the media yesterday? It almost felt like he was waiting
I
for
think he
everyone
just choked.
to
He
join
got
in.
nervous. He got stage fright.
Maybe
I
it
don't
was
want to
that.
do it. in
If
front
you
of
can't come out half-ass on
Right,
Duval,
it's a
you got
war
to throw it out. It's
It's
called
Duval County. It's fine.
It's a war. It's a war cry. You can't come out like it's a guest to an answer.
Yeah.
Like you're
Think
guessing.
he was a little nervous, a little
Yeah.
Maybe so.
Yeah, no, you just got to let it go. You can't overdo it. You can only underdo it when it comes to the Duval.
What do you got
Kenneth
cooking?
Gainwell is the other Memphis. That's the one that I saw over the weekend.
Today's Tuesday top five reasons to be optimistic that Liam Coen will lead the Jaguars out of hell.
When he upsets Kansas City here at the bank next year, he'll get on that mic and he can scream Duval to the top of his lungs.
When we win as favorites here against Kansas City next year, let's shoot high. Better. Come on.
Better. Have a great show.
Thank you.
Mike and Tony getting ready. Jaguars today, Super Tuesday edition. Next, the drill is done, Jeffrey.
That'll do it to it for Catlin Truck Accessories Tuesday. We'll get you over the hump tomorrow. Enjoy Jaguars today coming up.
Yo, Jacksonville, let's go.
Duval.
The Drill on 1010XL from the studio